Hello, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Saturday. It is occurring to me, I'm actually going to need to, hang on. I'm going to need to adjust this. Did I get rid of it? I did. You can't see what I'm doing. Let's do this, and let's put it on this one. And... oh, and then turn it on. And... there it is. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Hope your weekend's going all right. This may look like my priest, or at least I'm trying to get her to look like my priest. You know, you do it a few times, you start to realize that you don't always remember what exact options you take for everything. I think she has silver rings, although I feel like well, I would do like a bronze, but those gold are pretty yellow. How you guys doing? Welcome to Hazel Messes Around on Beta, because A, 'tis the season. B, Legion Remix Phase 4 does not start until next week. And C, it should be easier than Kybasa, so we can just kind of relax and drink some coffee and have some fun. How you guys doing? Good morning, all. Been enjoying the beta so much. Woo! I wanted to make a Heronir, but then I found I don't know if they turned them on and then off again. I couldn't even make an allied race. It's a good thing I wanted to make a gnome. Let's see if we're able to be Inksy. That's good. I wanted to play around with the options. And I know I could do it on like the WoW head model viewer, but that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do at all. So I'm not sure exactly what I want to test outside of Heronir. I have a feeling we might end up back in housing again. We'll see. You just need to make one character first. Ooh, okay. Maybe we can do it now then. Try again now. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's the stuff. I wish there was music in this. There's no game music going on at all, and I tried turning it on. All right. This is important. I know I want to make a Heronir Druid in Midnight. I do not know what they're going to look like. I can tell you it doesn't look like this. That is not working for me. So we're going to say Druid. We're going to go with body 2. Yeah. Do they still not have texture for this hair? Or is it just like incompatible with my computer? The NPC Orwena has never really correctly had her hair texture for me. And I thought, oh man, they must really have to fix that in order to get an allied race together. But all right. Okay, we could be here for a while. There we go. Made a hunter, popped at level 1. Made a druid, popped at level 80. There's like a level up template button, but who's to say if anything's working consistently? Turn off the hair highlights. Oh. Yeah, alright, that's better. Although I wish I could like try them with this, but whatever. Okay, so we have all kinds of colors. We've got purples and blues, and there's some green, and there's some red. Interesting. It's like a sand troll situation. I guess they're kind of between elves and trolls. So it would make sense they would have a lot of the skin colors that are common to both. Troll elves. Exactly. Get caught up in the coffee a little bit here. So I'm thinking I usually go for something pretty muted so that it's not fighting too much with anything else I'm doing. Anything too neon starts to feel a bit strange to me. We'll go there. And I want to turn some of the stuff off, actually. Let's turn her face paint off and her body paint off. Just for now. We'll come back for it. No shoulder spines. No body fur. Just for the moment. And then we can... I want to pick these things one by one. I don't want them to, like... oh, man. Ooh. I want to pick these things one at a time. Also, with all respect, she looks good. Okay, so here's the face. Is there anything else that I missed taking off? Eyelashes, eyesight, hair, spines? Oh, like a quillbore. Wow. Face fur. There we go. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, the freckles are cute. I feel like something up here was working too. Maybe that one. She looks a little angry. I like that. What classes can the Heronir be? These ones. Everything except for Paladin, Demon Hunter, DK, and Evoker. Obviously. Everything else. You can do a Shaman. You can do a Druid. You can do the rest of the ones that everybody can be. She's gone. She's such a good Druid that she's stealth and she's gone now. It's actually kind of funny. Alright, I'm happy with the face. Let's look at hair. I'm going to pick a medium hair color just for now while we're doing this, just so we can see a little nuance here. Wow, they have a lot of hair colors. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so we'll stick our hair here for now. We might pick something different. Nice to see a bug-free beta. I mean, I didn't see any bugs or any other creatures on the screen at all. Oh, God. Hairstyles. Okay, so we'll start at the top. Man, this is gonna make me want new hairstyles for everybody else. This looks lovely. This looks lovely. Man. Here's some braids and a big fluffy ponytail. That's the one we had before. I was gonna say cute, but it kind of just looks like she has it just in case she needs to like open a can. Also cute. Very big. Very floofy. Hair is broken from in beta. Doesn't have texture. I had that problem too. Chat told me to turn off hair highlights, and that fixes the hair, at least as long as you don't want highlights. That's also yeah, that one's different. That's cute with the flowers on it. She's quite bulky. Who are you calling bulky? Question about midnight housing. Is it worthwhile to get all the crafting professions in my alts? Stack them into one because it's easier for my brain. You can, as is the case with all other profession crafted things, you should be able to get those things from other crafters. You can try to make them all yourself, but it's the same situation that it has always been in terms of crafting for transmog or your own gear. Yes, you can do it all yourself, but you don't have to if you're willing to find another player, shop on the auction house, use work orders. There's lots of ways to get someone else to craft something for you. It's not like you won't be able to get those things if you don't have the crafter, for the most part anyways. I wonder if some of them are crafter exclusive. I don't know. Okay. Ooh, love that. She's got some braids. She's got a big braid. She's got a bunch of floofy stuff over here. Katie, do you want to come up, sweetie? You're missing character creation. Come on up. You don't like being self-sufficient? Do you also grow your own wheat and grind it to make your own bread and stuff? Because that's cool. Like, that's awesome. But sometimes the benefit of society is that you're able to specialize and don't have to do everything. I have some thought about getting into all the crafting professions, but if I know myself, I think I'm just kidding myself. I don't think I'm actually leveling all of them. It sounds like an enormous amount of work and gold when I could spend much less time and gold and get the things from someone else who did specialize. So, love that. That one's my new favorite aside from this one. That's nice though. Yeah, love that. What else? Cute. Yeah, it's kind of like the night elf with the braid, except she slept out overnight and all of her hair is coming out of her braid. I wish I had the land to do that. It would be fun. That's just hair color. Spine dog. I guess I knew they had quills. I just forgot. I forgot that there were quills involved. Ooh, this is weird. This one has, like, I want to call them bone style accessories. And this is kind of reminiscent of a spinal column. So it's probably meant to be bone, but the color is giving stone, if not metal. It's odd. I don't like that one. Cute. Love that. Since housing profession stuff will cost gold, are we still going into the next expansion with 0 gold? I mean, it depends on if there's anything else. I thought I was going to spend all my gold pulling Kaiveza, to be honest with you. I thought, well, here's how it ends. We did all of those world quests. Wow. We did all of those world quests. We did all of that work. And this is what it's for. This is where it's going. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not going to stockpile gold on purpose, but I'm also not going to go in completely broke on purpose. I'll probably go in with 100k or so. And then there's just one more, and it's that. It's the same thing, but with more bangs on it. And then, oh no, it's not quite the same thing. It's the same architecture, but this one has more ties on it. And then you take them out, and then they get fluffy. Do you know how much you did spend? I don't have an exact count. It's probably better for my sanity to not know. I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of between 20 and 40k gold. I wiped over 200 times, I think. I don't have an exact DBM count on that, but I swear DBM was not counting the short wipes. I did get double question, Kaibeza. I did. I saved a clip of it. It was like an 8-minute fight for me. I think some people do in 6 minutes. I'm not one of them. I had to do it for a while. I am done with Legion Remix until the final phase comes out. So next week on Wednesday, I'll have lots of remix stuff to do, and I'll get back into it. But for this phase, I'm pretty much set. There's maybe some stuff I could do in advance of like housing achievements, but I don't care. Do them later. Did mine yesterday morning too. 3 minutes, 30 seconds for me. Yeah, that would be a lot less mechanics. I guess my damage ain't so good. All classes at 80 and Lemix? No. Why would I do that? What are they going to give me for doing that? I do have 4 classes at 80 and Lemix, which is more than I thought I was going to do. Okay, so we love this one. I'm kind of into this hair color, like this dark stormy teal. I know it was like a very trendy color, but I'm kind of feeling it. The dark purples are nice too. The really bright ones I don't think really suit her. Because I feel like, I don't know. They start looking a little. I mean, I do love a hot neon pink, but I feel like it doesn't quite match with the rest of her. Boring achievements. Gotcha. Been playing Remix today. After a few hours, gets repetitive. Just doing research and some story in between. Yeah, that is a bright red. I like that they have kind of a nice mix of like muted. I'm pretty sure I had like this hair color in Arctic Fox, muted and neon hair colors. I think I'm going back to exactly where I had it, to be honest with you, which it was there. We're not doing hair highlights because that breaks the texture. We do want eyebrows. Oh, that's a lot of eyebrow options. Oh, they're so nice. I'm happy to have a modern class that I like better than... I mean, apologies to all of the Earthen fanatics, enthusiasts. You know, put your hammers down. They're great. They're great. But I'm excited to have something with, like, modern options that speaks a little more to me. This is maybe a little bit too yassified with the whoosh. I think we were closer before. All 3 of them. Eye color. Yeah. I don't think... That's nice. She's a druid. I have to remember she's a druid. Not that it makes a difference at all to your eye color. That's kind of pretty. I feel like that one yellow was overdoing it. That's nice too. That stands out a bit. Good morning. Good morning. Earth and T-Bog could be awkward. 1 or 2 Earthen players. I don't know. And maybe they're just blending in with the other dwarves. I don't know if I've ever like run into any out in the wild. I thought we were going to be drowning in bearded ladies, and I can't say that we are. 0.5% of players do Earthens. Man, I wonder if that bums the people that made them out a little bit. Like, I wonder if they thought more people... It's normal for a new race to not get that high of adoption because it's new. So players haven't had as many years to make them and stuff. But, like, I betcha that's more of a flop than normal. Eyelashes. Eyelashes? What are these ones supposed to be? Is that like I slept in my mascara and it's everywhere now? Because I relate. Like, I understand. Yeah. That's nice. I don't want everything to be too perky, otherwise she's going to start looking a little too Instagram. You want a little curve on that. That's nice. Hair spines. That gives her like a little forehead pokey and then basically a Draenei tendril on one side. I don't know if I appreciate it. I wanted to make an Earthen Shaman for Horde, but I couldn't stand the voiceover. By the time you unlock them, you're kind of sick of them. Yeah. I tried making one to level it just for the hell of it, and I couldn't even do that. And they get great, like, exploration experience. It was a holiday. It was like Lunar Festival. I was flying around on him, trying to level. Nothing. Couldn't care less. Anyway. Alright, face fur. I guess begs the question, do I want her to have a furry face? I think the answer is no, but let me check the other fur colors, because there's a global fur color toggle here. Maybe there's a fur color that speaks more to me. You could have it exactly match. You could do it in like a light thing. I don't mind fur. I don't think I want it on her face. That's just sideburns. Yeah, I think we're going to keep that off. Thin nose, wide nose. And then tusks. Tiny, small, medium, large. We were at large, and that's where we're going to stay. Leveled my Earthen with a friend in a flying mount. We flew through all the zones, got to level 70. She's so cute. Haven't you always wanted a furry face? I mean, I feel like we all, to some extent, have one. It's just that it's, you know, all short and fine and stuff. Usually. For now. Ears. Dun, dun. But no, I've never had, like, beard or mustache envy, because I don't really... I don't know. They don't look comfy. I would just get it in my tea. Ears. Ears, ears, ears. You can do some really big ones. Sharp ears, straight ears. Acuminate ears? I'm Googling that. What does that mean? That's a new word to me. Acuminate. Of a plant or animal structure tapering to a point. Oh, so like all elf ears. Thanks, thesaurus. All right. Folded. Is that cute? Kind of just looks like she goes boxing, or maybe she's like related to Shrek. Let's go back to like the regular ones. Those are nice. I like Earthen, playing one in Remix right now as a mage. Okay, so we have earring options. Not as many. Thorns, claws, spikes. They're nice, though. I love a good, like, ear sheath on, like, an elven-ish race. Because I feel like the tip of your ear would need protecting. And I'm never gonna wear an ear sheath. You know, who do I think I am? But, like, my characters can. That's nice. And then you can change your jewelry color to... Oh, that's pretty. It's got like a little flower leafy thing on it. Streamer, hello. How you doing? Got done making all the characters you wanted for Legion Remix. Have no... Oh, Harenir have thrown a wrench into my plans. Yeah, this is nice. Oh, you got necklaces. I don't really love the character creation necklaces. I feel like they just interfere too much with the armor I want to wear, usually. Although, like, this vine color is actually kind of sick. I feel like you could make a good mog considering that. You could pull it off. It just doesn't... There's lots of things that I like the look of visually, but that I'll never wear because I value being comfy more than I value the vision, you know? I value being comfy a lot. It's very high up there on the list of Hazel priorities. And claws. Alright, so we'll turn the whole thing off for now. So we also have face paint. And if we pick paint... Can we pick paint color? We can. I'm gonna give her... paint, and then we're going to try it with a couple different paint colors. There is a green one. It's a bit too much green. She looked kind of sick with the red, honestly. I don't think that's what I'm going to do, though. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm bold enough to commit to face paint on an alt. If I was going to do it, I would do that one, especially with this hair color. I like the way that it kind of fits with the flow of the hair. I think that looks nice. Where's the fur? I turned her face fur off. I wasn't bold enough to have a furry face. I might put some body fur into it. What about body paint? Same thing. Roots, bark. There's the channel. That's kind of nice. I like that. RTS Planner, thank you for the 64-month resub. Appreciate it. Shoulder spine? Oh, that's basically like armor. Those are like, I mean, it's cool. You could just not. Oh, wow, there's options. What an odd thing. This would make it very hard to take shirts on and off. Druid on this race might be the new meta, though. What other classes can we use? Everything except for Paladin, Demon Hunter, Death Knight, and Evoker. But I like the idea of the Druid. Okay. I'm gonna can the shoulder spines for now. Although I do want to check out the colors of them. Oh, so many colors. I'm a side sleeper. This is a nightmare for me. That can't be comfortable to sleep with. I feel like she sleeps curled up like a dog. Like a little, like, my dog turns into like a cinnamon bun when he's sleeping. And I feel like she would do the same thing. Hair is broken. Might have to wait until release or patch. Try turning off the highlights and see if that helps. Like a mix of bats, hedgehogs, owls, trolls, and night elves. Yeah. They're nice. This is the nicest new race they've made in a long time, IMO. I like these better than... I mean, what were the last batch of races that they've made? I did not vibe with dragons. I did not vibe with earthen. What was before those things? Volpera? She have normal feet? Yeah. They're very tall at the ankle, but yes. She has feet. I don't know why they even bothered with earthen. Okay, well, can the shoulder spines. Body fur? You can make them so furry. I mean, for a druid, furry kind of makes sense. Canopy, blooming, undergrowth. And then you can have your fur be any number of colors. I kind of like fur in the body, but not the face. Especially with the paint. I feel like it kind of looks nice layered. Fur is odd. They make cool warlocks. Warm and comfortable. I mean, she looks like she's got enough life force that she's probably warm anyways. I think I'm being siphoned by a warlock IRL. I think that's my problem. I think there's like an invisible entity that is feeding off of my personal chi, and that's why I'm always cold. I want it to be... I don't know. I want it to be this one. Oh, you can pick her feet, actually. Normal is an option, and then clawed is an option. So if you want to give her an anti-pedicure, you can absolutely do that. And it also gives her a little dew claw at the heel. Looks so high res, like they're an in-game cinematic at all times. I mean, I'm never going to see her feet, I don't think. I don't remember the last time I looked at a character's feet. It took me like 10 years to figure out that my gnome's hands were messed up. Underclothes top. Oh, okay, so you can choose if she's going to have like a halter top on top of her bra or if she's just going to do that. Okay, she looks amazing. Loving that. I'm not going to save my options. I'm just going to believe that I'll remember them when the time comes. Oh, Hazel's Heronir Druid. I haven't even thought of a name yet. Obviously, this is for beta, so this isn't for live, so that doesn't really matter yet. But she's going to be... Oh, actually, here's a good chance. Let's find out what the Heronir randomizes are. Mawia. That is a lot of vowels. Looks very siren-y, I love. Yeah, no, I know it won't carry over. It just occurred to me that I don't have a name picked out for when I do make it on live one day. Troll has 2 toes and a claw, yeah. It looks like regardless of her feet, she can still wear boots. They like giving them Leahs and Loas. Yeah, I don't like that so much. Cool to have randomized names in the EU. It's not, you're not missing much. It's not that fun. They're pretty bad. They come up with some real garbage. She's gonna be here. All right. The one role, and this will just be what her name is for at least beta. Da-da-da-da-da. Meet Polinalia. Awesome. Could call her girl. Oh. Level 10! What do you mean? Oh, I used the wrong button. Mm. Random name generated the dwarf named Turdigangus for me once. That sounds like a mushroom. I don't want a player from level 10, so sorry, Powalinalia. Let's see how quickly we can recreate this on a template. Actually, let me check the templates. It looked like there was a drop down. I just want to see if it's a real drop down. Nope, just one option. Okay. Very good. Alright, she's a hair and ear druid. She has the correct hair already. We're turning her highlight off. We're making her hair teal. We are making her face 5. We're making her skin, it was right there? Might have been that one. And then she had thorn eyebrows. She had kind of these lighter blue eyes. I don't think her skin's right. I think it was the other one. See how fast we can do this. It's not going to be exact, but it's going to be not super far off. She had none of that. She had that. She had, these were big. She had sharp ears. Those were her earrings. Her jewelry was the one with the little green. Skin was definitely not that bright. She had no neck. She had no face paint after all. Her face wasn't that cute, actually. It wasn't the one with the freckles. I had picked a different one. I had picked that one. It was face 4. We had the body paint and channel in green, and then we had the body fur in undergrowth in purple. No spines, clawed feet, purple undies. It's pretty close. I think that's basically what she was. All right, randomizer. You got this. Makuaoka. Girl. Ah! On beta. Wow. Would it be rude of me to name her woman? Hazel. I don't really want to be Hazel. All right. We're doing this. I think those are going to be too long. I'm looking at moss names. Ruby Van, thank you for the 14-month resub. Appreciate it. List of mosses. Let's go for not the moss genuses. Grimia. Fringe moss. That's cool. Down for that. Making a hair in here on beta, yeah. Suggest names that we don't want her to use. Avoid suggested names. That's the meta. I have to think of it myself. It has to be my idea. I'm weird like that. Yeah. All right. I am excited to check out their forms. Coffee good. What did you name her? Her name is Grimia, after a genus of moss. There's a lot of good names in the moss genus area. There's some good ones in there. Also, this is beta, so it doesn't really matter. I should probably, if I like any names in particular, save them on retail so that I have them. Do I have a Hazel UI saved? I do. That's good. It might get mad at me, but that's fine. We're gonna be... Oh, shush. I suppose I'm gonna be feral for a bit? Or resto? Or, I mean, if I'm well, am I leveling? Is that what I'm doing? I don't want to be a moonkin. That's weird. I want to be a feral druid. Does this mean I have to learn what they do? Maybe this will be a good test of if I can learn what they do. You know, on midnight as opposed to live. So we're going to turn auto loot on. I'm going to grab some more action bars. I'm not going to just one button this. I'm not. I am going to starter talent this. Feral change is actually so good. Looked up the Latin name for hazel tree. I used to use Spanish for hazelnut for a while. But then I decided I didn't want anything connected to hazel. I wanted a degree of separation. Druid of the Claw or Wild Stalker. This just sounds cool. These seem normal. Rip and Rake have a chance to cause Bloodseeker vines to grow in your victim. These probably aren't new things, by the way. I just haven't really played Feral or read any talents. Okay. So you're making vines. When they expire, they explode in thorns, doing an AoE. They have a chance to explode every 2 seconds without exploding. They increase the damage your abilities deal to affected enemies. I can heal myself a big bunch with regrowth. Gonna do that because I think I'm gonna be single targeting mainly. Druid of the White Claw. Wildstalker feels really cool specifically for Harenir. Yeah, this art was just speaking more to the fantasy, so that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. And then, did I not turn on my action bars? I meant to. I need more. Let's turn them all on. There they are. So there's my cat form. Meow. I'm gonna have to spend some time at the barbershop. But let's do our bars. So there's Ursol's Vortex. Typhon. Actually, let's just start at the top. Barkskin. Bear and cat. She wanted Tangling Roots. I need another... Oh, you know what I never did? Oh, it's because it wouldn't work for me. I forget what it was. Someone helped me with this once. I moved an action bar and it like wouldn't stick. And it was just giving me Lua errors and like crashing. Maybe they fixed it by now. Yeah, it was doing that. And then it wouldn't stay anyway. And someone helped me figure out how to move this one. Because remember they were like stuck in the middle of the screen and I completely forgot what they said. Oh no, it looks like it's there. Okay. I need quick keybinds. It's alright, well, it's going to spit a lot of Lua errors at me. For the record, I'm not using a single add-on, so all these Lua errors are just Blizzard being broken. It's not my fault I didn't do it. I want key bindings. Quick key binds. Shift. I like having a whole bar that is just 1 through equals. So my mouse buttons, basically, but with shift mods. And I like using it for, like, cooldowns that I'm going to need sometimes, but not that often. Or just like weird funny buttons. Okay. Bug grabber, bug sack, and ignore the errors. Yeah, I should probably do that. After the barbershop, do dances. Lots of stuff to get to. Okay, so... Oh, I forgot Druid bars. Druid bars make me crazy. I'm gonna need to figure out what's gonna go where. We clearly still have buttons that need doing. That one's gonna go there. So, I have 4 finishers. That seems true. I have Rip, Bite, Wrath, and Maim. Maim is a stun. I'm downgrading you to a bad keybind. Physical damage and stuns. Wrath is an AoE that applies Rip. That's not getting a good button either. Bite is just damage, of course. And then Rip is, so dot, damage, AoE dots, stuns. Okay, we can handle that. And then Swipe is just an AoE cleave. Does more damage on bleeding targets. Okay. We also have Frenzied Regen requires Bear, so we should put that on the Bear bar. The Bear bar has its own problems. There's Iron Fur, there's Thrash. Because why wouldn't you have... why wouldn't you need to have your Bear bar fully kitted out even though you're not a Guardian Druid? And then there's Mangle and Maul and stuff. I just feel like I need them to make a mild amount of sense with each other. So that one's gonna have to go here. Yeah. I did kill Princess Kaiveza. She's dead now. I was going to say rest in peace, but I couldn't bring myself to say it. Alright, in Caproar. I know that one. I have played a druid before. The basics are vaguely familiar to me because I used to PvP as a druid. And they'd make you use all your buttons for that. Prowl's going to go on shift 3. Rake is on the cat bar. Rebirth is not my problem. They shouldn't have died. Regrowth will stick down here in all of our bars. And then, yeah. Have you seen Chomp? It's new and awesome. I have not. I have not seen that yet. So this is our Dispel, our friendly Dispel. Again, I'm feral, not my problem. We're gonna stick Revive on there somewhere. I just want to make sure everything's sort of here. There's Tiger Dash. Roots can move, that's fine. And then Travel Form on 1 is very important for all my bars. So it looks like outside, as a Feral Druid, outside of Form, the main things that I have are just Regrowth and Moonfire. And then, of course, like everything on this bar. Yeah, okay. Anything over here that we need? Ooh! Root Walking. Perform a ritualistic dance to teleport to the cradle. Casting this spell while near a world tree's roots within Herondar allows you to travel to that world tree. Crazy. I don't know what that means. Maybe we'll mess with it later. Some kind of a racial teleport. We've got Recuperate. Probably don't need that. Revive Battle Pets. Haha. Thorn Bloom. 3-minute racial. Command powerful thorns to assault 8 enemies and heal 8 allies within 10 yards of the target area. Does damage and healing over time. Okay. And then you have a few more racials. You have Lash Out, which gives you extra crit damage and healing. You have One with Nature, which gives you Herbalism and Finesse. Subterranean Predator gives you extra experience from killing aberrations, beasts, and elementals and doing 1% more damage to them, which is kind of neat. And weapons. All right, I'm going to stick Thorn Bloom on the bar so we can forget to try that later. Good for you. Teleport kind of like mole machines. Maybe. Yeah, using it near a world tree's roots allows you to travel to that world tree. I wasn't sure if that was like a Dreamwalk thing where it lets you like go to it and back. Your way sounds more better. Oh, I've got feral buttons here. Okay. Incarnation. Ugh. All right. Here's feral incarn. We'll stick that down there. Improved cat form grants you all your known berserk effects. I don't really know what a berserk effect is. Shapeshift in and out. Energy cost of all the cat forms is reduced. Prowl can be used once while in combat. You get combo points over time, and you get extra combo points from generating stuff. It's just a big damage cooldown. Frantic Frenzy. Awards 5 combo points, 45-second cooldown. Unleashes a Furious Frenzy, flickering, to nearby targets in front of you 5 times and clawing all enemies around them for damage and bleed damage. Okay, well that needs to go in the bar. That's important, even if it's only every 45 seconds. Yep. Anything else? Survival Instincts, perhaps? That's just a defensive. Tiger's Fury we have. Is that a Berserk? They used to have something called Berserking. I don't see it anymore, so maybe they're just assuming that I know what Berserk means, or maybe Berserk is my mastery? Drives me nuts when they use words and they just assume that you know what they mean. Usually they define them somewhere. What is my mastery? There it is. Razor Claws. Increases your damage done. Wow. From bleed dots and finishing moves. It's your offensive cooldown. Well, where is it then? That's what I mean. Like if they're... I bet you anything Incarn replace... No, it didn't replace it. Incarn is... You choose that or Convoke. There's Berserk. Oh, no, it is replaced by Incarn. So it's not that I'm mad that it's not going to work. It's just that from the perspective of a new player reading the tooltips to try to figure out what the hell's going on, it's not very helpful for your button to reference a button that it is replaced and is no longer findable. You know what I mean? I guess if you had leveled up and you weren't starting at the end, maybe you would remember. So it's the same thing. They said gives Berserk effects and then they listed them out, but they made it sound like it was redundant. Yeah, okay. So those are the Berserk effects. It wasn't very clear to me. All right, it does replace Berserk. That's crazy. Okay. So we've got our form. We've got our buttons. I don't want all these nameplates, these friendly nameplates. Well, I want some nameplates, but not friendlies. I don't care about these people. Just enemies, not friendlies, because we're going to be using Blizzard nameplates, so we're going to need them. Alright, so that was cat form. Here's bear form. There is travel form. Oh my god, it's so cute. I don't know why I can't fly. Can I fly? Do I have a flight form? It's just occurring to me I don't have a stance bar anymore. I do have flight form, passive. I'm in Stormwind. Why can I not fly? I'm level 80. I guess maybe they turned flying off. You still need chomp. I didn't see it in my bar. I don't know where it is. I guess it could be a talent. Chomp. Cause damage. Can be used when you have less than 30% energy. So I'd have to take myself out of the starter build if I wanted to try that. Frenzy. Here, we'll go try it on a target dummy just so we can see it. They must have disabled flying? Let me try a flying mount. Let me try. Oh man, I don't have my mounts copied over. This is terrible. Because I just wanted to try the recommended starter talents. I'm not trying to min-max Feral Druid. I'm just trying to like get the basics down. I wonder why they won't let me flight form around here. We'll remind you when Midnight goes live so you can switch then. I'm not even sure if I'm going to play Feral on this, on my Druid. This is just what I'm working on for now. Do I have to share a target dummy? I guess I do. Alright. Oh, hang on. I needed to spec into it. So let's turn something off and turn something else back on. Well, we're in combat now. Are the casting animations the same as Night Elf or something new? I'm not sure. We can check them out in a minute. Yeah. Alright. So we have a new ability. It's called Chomp. And you can only use it when you have not all that much energy. Let's go spend some energy. Oh, hang on. I could have done it. I did it. Is it just a funny name? Is that the whole bit? You're not gonna main Feral Druid in Midnight? I mean, weirder things have happened. Have I played Guardian? In my life, yes. In Midnight, no. I played Guardian through the final... patch of BFA. In whatever that raid was called. Okay, so that's Chomp. Let's go take that off. Gives you something to do, does damage. Okay, neat. I'm gonna just put this back the way it was. Get out of combat so we can save it. Mana Forge. No. The last raid of BFA. Nilotha. In Mana Forge Omega, I played Holy Priest. You think Midnight is your Boomkin era? Maybe. I doubt it. I don't like Boomkin. I never have. I've tried so many times. I'm just allergic to them. They make me sneeze. I cannot deal with them. I really wish I could because I like Resto Druid a lot. And if I could just make my peace with the Int caster spec of Druid, I would have a lot more legs on Druids in general. But I don't think it's happening for me. Okay, I want to go... Oh, now I can fly. I wonder why I couldn't fly before. How do we feel about this? Thoughts? No, I haven't been to the barbershop yet. I'm heading there next. Beefy Daddy says ugly. Shiny Rover says ugly. Humongous ears, love them. Big ear boy. It does have large ears. I love them. They're so cute. Sleep paralysis demon. It's fine. Measured tick from Exalted. All the better to hear you with. Yeah, where do I land on this? I don't know. If I saw this in the woods, I would leave. You know what I mean? Okay, we're gonna. Oh yeah, and then we need to check out before we go. So this is theoretically an axolotl. Axolotls in real life are kind of like cute and squishy. Not that I've ever squished one. This thing looks more like a dinosaur. This thing is ripped. This thing looks toned. This thing looks armored. Yeah, it looks very mean for an axolotl. And I think a true axolotl would have been too cute for a swim form, really. It wouldn't have been Warcrafty enough. Yeah, it's closer to like a Komodo dragon or something. Or just like a snake with a snake at a festival. It's an axolotl. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't love it. I don't think that's sticking around. Not when I could be an orca. So let's go play around with some different colors. Huh? Let's see. So for the bear form, I haven't decided how I feel about the bear form yet. It's kind of cool. Oh, do I not have a bunch of colors of it? Oh no, here, the colors are down here. Okay, that freaked me out for a second. I'm like, where are all my colors? Because these ones show different colors in the list. You can make his ears. This is crazy, actually. Oh, I guess they've let us do this with Boomkins. I'm thinking, is this the first time they've really given us, like, character creation options for a druid form? But it's not. They've let us really, like, you know, freshen up our Boomkins. So, small, medium, large ears. Nose. Upturned or pointed. And then there's your colors. Yeah. Those are nice. How did you do the 80? There's a level up template option. I just made a template character. Alright, so that's nice. Cat form, Hair Wolverine. Yeah, same thing. So you've got ear options, you've got stub or pointed nose, and then you've got your colors. I think I like that one a lot. Oh yeah, they have moonkins, that's right. You can be a bat bear. I forgot about this thing. Oh, man. Let's talk about a sleep paralysis demon. It's so twitchy. Okay, so we'll use the new one. Not that I'm playing Boomkin. I don't know if my nerves could take it. And then you can change its ears. And you can also give it bushy or long eyebrows. Gotta have long eyebrows. That is goofy. Is it friend-shaped? Man. I might be scared of your friends. So for the flight form, it looks like... Oh, if you don't want it to have the enormous ears, you can have different ears. There are smaller ones. You can change the nose, and then again, the color. Make them all match. You can, of course... Oh, your axolotl has some options here. You can... Are we calling those gills? Also, none is hilarious. It just makes it look like a snake with something in its throat. Sent 25 of my characters to do the Halifal fishing derby. Oh, you're on it. That one is not my BFF. We can have tusks, straight or curved. Mohane, thanks for the bits. How are you all doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling all right this morning. Oh, you can go no brows or tri brows. And then we have some different colors. It's kind of cute and pink. Yeah. This is... give it its gills back, actually. Yeah, that's better. I don't mind it so much in pink, actually. You know what else I want? I want to fix my transmog. Or, like, to hide some stuff in my transmog. Because, like, I can barely see my character right now. However, I don't think I have my transmog mount because I didn't copy any of my stuff over and I can't be bothered to do it right now. So we should go see the actual transmogrifier. I like this light form a lot better now that I've like messed with it. That's nice. I like this a lot. Tidal Monkey, thank you for the 5-month resub. Appreciate it. Remember when night elves could pick their cat form only by changing their hair color? So you had to like... you were stuck with the cat form and the bear form color that matched your hair form color, or your hair color in your regular form. I would like to transmogrify my gear. I guess I can't do that. All right, never mind. Made a Kul Tiran druid for midnight. May have to remake. Yeah, transmog disabled apparently. All right, neat. So we did the barber shop. We checked out the forms. Oh, we wanted to check out the dances. Let's check out some form animations here. Can the bird sit? Good bird. Weird bird. Using /sit in a flight form is one of my favorite things to do in like one of the crow forms, the bird forms, because it lets them perch. That's kind of gargoyle. It's all right. I'm okay with that. What else are we gonna have? We're gonna have dance, of course. I'll get to that in a minute. Can we /sleep? Oh, sleepy bird. Yeah. What? And what? So they can sit, they can sleep. I'm trying to think of what else is gonna have like an actual thing. Do sleep for the new boom queen. I'm gonna go through each form one at a time. We'll do the dance. Okay, flight form cannot dance. Has no rhythm. Won't survive. Let's do cat form. So, can you sit? Good cat. My actual cat just meowed at me like, I don't do that anymore. Sleep. I know. Listen, you can do whatever you like. You've earned that right. You don't have to listen to me anymore. What about... I swear there must be more. There's roar. No animation for roar. Can they talk? No. They can dance. Oh. Okay, so like, this doesn't seem done because the night elf cat form will sit and it does a little dance where it's like, it's just grooving, you know, it's like a jazz cat. This one appears to be complaining of a broken limb. Something terrible has happened to this Wolverine and it requires medical assistance immediately. That's awful. All right. Bear. Oh my god, it walks on its knuckles with the, like the claws. Oh no, hang on. I need my RP walk toggle. Key bindings. Toggle run walk. I should do that on Alt C. Oh my gosh, look at them squish as he puts weight on them. Oh, that looks like it hurts. I know, like, animals do walk on their knuckles. But I don't know, theirs just seem more weight-bearing than this. Like, this is probably what happened to his arm. This is probably why the cat form needs help. Okay, alright, so that's just walk. Bear form, sit! Oh, polite sit. That was not lay down, that was just sit. Bear form, sleep. Bear form, lie down. Just the one animation for that. Oh, no, there's sleep. It's not /sleep, it's just /lie for this one. Oh, that's kind of cute. Sleep time. You are one set of wings off from being a gargoyle. That's how the extinct giant sloth moved about. Is that what happened to them? Okay. And he's dancing. Yeah. You know, he's just lacking the music, but he's getting down. He is vibing. This is pretty much how I dance. All right. Okay. I'm gonna need to spec balance if I want to check out those nightmare bear forms. Yeah, Boomkin time. Okay. So that's just walk. Let's try sit. All right. Well, that's why their thighs are so jacked. Alrighty. Let's do slash sleep. You ever go to sleep except it's just like you're sitting, but then you're like covering up your face and you're like, go away. Leave me alone. That's what that's giving. You're just waiting for everybody to leave the party. And this is what you do until they all take the hint. Okay, that's funny. All right. Are we ready for them to dance? I don't know if I'm emotionally prepared for this. Let's see. Slash dance. Okay, so their dance is that they can't dance and they're self-conscious about it, so they're trying to look like they're grooving in the corner so that nobody asks them to do anything else. Yeah, this is me. This is very relatable. This is dancing for when you're not, for when you can't. Either that or someone looked at the owlbear form and they thought of the task of animating a full dance for it and they went, absolutely not. You are not making me Michael Jackson this thing around. So this is what they got. Okay. Casting. Here's a self-cast. Oh, we haven't tried regular Hairnir animations yet either. Also, hang on, I want to fly there, but this bar doesn't have where's travel form gone? Hello. I don't have any talents, do I? That's probably where it went. I don't like the run. Yeah, they're kind of holding one arm in front of them, like they've got a towel hanging over it, and they're trying to dry it on their way there. Or like a shield, maybe. It's like they were trying to hold a shield in front of them and then approach, except that they're not holding a shield. I want to go check out their casting animations before I get off of, I'll just get them on a mount. If that's not Nightmare Fuel. I want to check out their casting animations. I don't know why the arm is like that. Okay. What do they look like casting at a target? Oh, hang on. Where's my Moonkin form? Owlbear. Owlbear, come back. There you go. There's Starfire. That's nice. Yeah, alright. Okay, the butterfly effects are sick. Those might not even be new. It might be just that I have my graphics turned down so far on live. Alright, let's get out of balance and go try out some of the regular stuff. Makes me prefer OG chicken form. I mean, Boomkin gives you nightmares anyway, so it may as well commit to it. It's kind of my thought. Okay. She is casting exactly like a night elf, really. It seems like. This looks very night elf to me. Well, let's get out of there. And now I want to let her dance. Close to female troll casting as well. Yeah, which makes sense. Literally a night elf. That's kind of what I thought. All right. Here, let's let her dance in the woods. I feel like she wouldn't want to dance in a stone city. She needs some trees to really let loose. Let's go over here, where the big last boss of Everbloom was. Okay. Slash. That's it. Okay, they're just night elf animations. The dance is probably new though. She's gonna do something else, right? Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Because at first it was like, well, I can do that. This is pretty much how I dance, just in my kitchen, you know. Making a tuna melt. Fixing a cup of tea. I think it would look better if I could mog her gear and take off this armor. Her helmet is not helping her. Her hair is completely hidden. Let's take that off for a sec. Yeah, it's like their cinematic dance, exactly. She kind of closes her eyes. She's feeling it. This is what I would do at a Florence and the Machine concert. You're just swimming through the air. You didn't even take anything. You're just really excited to be there. I'm curious. I'm gonna make a male, the other body type just for a second. I just want to see their dance. Their druid forms will be the same, but I just want to see their dance while we're looking at dances. So let's create, and it doesn't even really matter. Let's create one of these guys. I guess I can take a look at their options real quick. Let's do a little shuffling. Wow, is it just me or do these feel worse? He must have better hair. His hair highlights work. It's just her hair highlights that don't work. It's giving Jake Sully. Very Avatar. I'm trying to do something that doesn't look like ridiculous on purpose. I'm trying to like let him. Okay, that one's kind of sick actually. I like those hair pieces on him instead. Maybe we have to kill the beard. His hair color is also not working for him. I don't know. Mustache. Beard. Okay, that's objectively hilarious. With the little quills. Boom. Oh yeah, I could have just done it at the barbershop. I wanted to mess with all. I mean, I guess I could have done this at the barbershop too, but this works fine. Oh man. All right. He can do sideburns. He can do. Yeah, I think that's why like all of the randomize makes him so crazy looking, is because he's got so many facial hair options that you can really make something wild. All right, well we'll go with that. That's not bad. There he is. Obsessed with their reflective eyes. Subtle colors fit them much more. Yeah. Right before that legit looked like a lion man. Oh, I hadn't tried the, this is the Hairnir. The hell am I? Oh, I'm in a new zone. I'm in I'm in Harrendar, aren't I? Yeah, I am in Harrendar. Okay, this is where Hairnir start. I mean, I can dance here as well as anywhere, huh? Don't mind me. He does the same thing? He does the same thing. Oh, hang on. He goes to one knee and he stomps. Love that. Okay, it's not exactly the same thing, but it's very close. I haven't seen him swim yet. Is he going to start swimming? Maybe he does the stomps instead of the swimming. Does he stomp while she swims? Because that's cool. He's kind of hyping her up. This actually kind of makes them grow on me a little bit. This is improving him in my estimation. Alright, cool.
You are strange to me.
I'm not going to do much of this. I'm just kind of curious what's going on over here. Grand day of most importance to you. Coming of age. Yeah, great.
Do not return, stranger.
The root tender will guide you. Make your mark in the den of remembrance. Kill invasive drifters around the roots of Teldrassil and then meet with the root tender. And they'll give me this cowl.
Go now, please.
So this is their starting zone. So it's not just an... I am level 10, but it looks like they do get a couple quests. The stomp's so good. Well, this is kind of neat. Do combat spec. Should he be balanced? He can be balanced. I would play a male Hairnir Resto Druid, actually. I feel like he would look really... Oh, no. He wouldn't... Why didn't it give him his form by default? Why did it default to that one? The other one's default correctly. Yeah, apparently this is under Teldrassil. Supposedly. Is report as an issue? Could do. I don't know if maybe they intend it like that. Maybe you have to unlock the fancy bear. Maybe I just don't understand yet. I want nameplates on for those, huh? Nameplates. Always show enemy unit nameplates. Yeah, there we go. Because we're playing with the new nameplates. And then I'm not really playing him. This isn't really happening. This is just something that I wanted to do for just a second. But I do want to do it for just a second. Let's see. I guess I just haven't seen this zone. These things look sick. These little drifter things. Those are amazing. It's like a little UFO tentacle thing. Look at these updated, like, Netherray Dragonhawk things. Can I have that? Like, for my house? Blasphemous, thank you for these 77-month resub. Appreciate it. These things are awesome. I would take those as hunter pets. They're beasts, technically. Yeah, I want all of these things. Little mushroom alien things. Did I just see someone named Chungus? I sure did. Hairnir hunters can tame plant beasts. Oh, I'm gonna need one of those. I'm gonna need a druid and a hunter. I should make one of them male and one of them female. Ooh, I don't know which one I want to be which. It's a good thing I have lots of character slots available. Also, I don't know to what end I want these characters. Like, I don't know what their goal is, if I'm gonna, like, play them or anything, but... I mean, I play a different hunter every patch as my hunter ult. I have, like, a billion of them, so what's one more? So many hard choices. I know, right? Oh, here's my drifter. I mean, one more after that. Petopia added a family for the jellyfish, but they're not tameable yet. What about these guys? The Spore Glider. That's what I want. Love that. It reminds me of the spore creatures from Sporagar in TBC. I used to love getting the Sporebat pup. The little baby Sporebat pet. I would grind the rep on every character because pets weren't account wide yet and I needed it. Have not heard your opinion on the changes. I need to make a video just to kind of sum it up so I have something to link people to. The gist is that I kind of understand why they're doing it. I think that I'm curious to see what they do next instead.
We take a big step for you today.
I'm not that worried, but I'm also old and apathetic now, so that might be why.
Go.
There we go.
Now, do not
Above
return.
all. This is kind of neat. Oh, my computer is struggling, though. I can hear my fan spinning up. Vroom, vroom. These are cool. I can't be a fat man, though, so I want to stick with my culture. Floravana. I don't think you're going to be able to level a Haranir up before midnight. I think you'll have to unlock them in midnight. I hate it. I wish they wouldn't do that. I think it's really unfair and kind of like setting back their own new race, because there's going to be people that want to main one of these. And those people are going to be at a big disadvantage because they're going to have to like level something else first and then unlock them. And then make it and then be like, you know, behind. I wish they would let you do it in pre-patch. You can tame the Venus flytrap looking beast from WoD. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do something. This is a pretty zone. I like this a lot. Yeah, you could race change, but I wouldn't. I don't like race changing characters. It makes me, A, you have to pay for it, and then B, it kind of like disrupts my connection with the character. It doesn't feel like the character that I made. I don't have any journey with it. Not a full campaign to unlock, just rush Eversong and then Herondar. That's good then. That's why I hate using level boosts. There's no connection. Yeah, I feel the exact same way. I get level boosts that like come with pre-ordering an expansion or whatever, and usually what happens is it just sits on my login screen infinitely, more or less forever. The only time I ever use them is if there's like a variety show or something and they need me to make a character on a server for it, and they have like a special way to let me do that, but it's like not working last minute and I just need something for the show because it's going live in 10 minutes, and then I just use a boost for it. It's the only time that I've ever like used the boosts. Hope stream is going well today. Thanks, Rihanna. Care to comment again? Comment again on, I missed it. Oh, the pet thing. Oh man. Ironically, I was talking about wanting to collect some thoughts and put them on YouTube so that I didn't have to reiterate them over and over again. Especially because I don't really have like a concise take, you know? I have complicated feelings. I'm not that worried about it effectively. If you're going to simmer it down to a headline, that's probably what it is. I'm not that worried.
Follow your heart.
Still a few saved, but I've used one or two. I'm just curious to see what they do next. I think I've heard a lot of misinformation about it too. A lot of people think that it's being removed or deleted, and that's not the case.
What brings you here? Did
3
you
boosts saved for when I really, really need it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wish if I could cash those boosts in for
This
balance,
is
I
an
would. I don't
outsider's
want the
world
boosts.
here. Without it, they could be
Use the
easily
balances to
evil
save up for buying the
small
next
creatures.
expansion.
That's
There's always
concerning.
another one. This one, I'm gonna turn off a couple of tabs here. Just level 1 up for season 2. What if you want it for season 1? Yes, pet battling is not being removed. They're not touching any of the existing content. They are adding some new content. They're just not giving the ability to pet battle to all of the new combat pets that are being added, and they're letting you collect some of them without having to battle them. Like, they're de-emphasizing the current structure of it going forward, but they're not like they've said there will be.
But they should
I have
be
the post
safe
save somewhere.
until
I need to do this
after
video.
your
I've had notes on it for a while. I just wanted to put something together to kind of like cover what they're actually doing and then my take on it, and I need to do that. Why are they removing all battle pets? Yeah, it's right at the same time as they're removing all add-ons. It's that patch. Oh man. I'm joking, just for the record. I wonder how long this starting zone is. Sometimes the allied race ones don't last all that long. The sky's falling? I don't know. It looks a little closer every day. Big changes for sure, but
Get away, you overgrown cabbage!
gear can now only be purchased in the store. Did he call me an overgrown cabbage? He called me an overgrown cabbage.
Well met.
Insult comic legend. Outsider
For
rescued.
the Alliance. Well met. For the Alliance.
I don't know what he wants from me. He's at full health. Outsider rescue. Oh, I see from this thing. Okay. Need more dog and upgrades cats. No fun just throwing a cage at something. Was it fun to hit something with weakening blow 9 times, then throw a cage at it? Was that fun? It was... It's the same thing with 8 extra steps that require no thought or innovation. That's the thing that I don't get about, like, the joy of capturing new wild pets, is I didn't really feel like it was thrilling to begin with. I don't blame them for wanting to get away from that, because it's just kind of, I don't know, long for no reason. There wasn't a whole lot of... There we go. Head of the Den of Remnants. There wasn't a whole lot of gameplay to it.
I thought I was done for. Thank you for the rescue.
I'd rather see them pull back from doing more of that, and then lean more into something else, like come up with some new ideas. Making it simpler to catch pets will make me engage with the system more, not less. I think it'll be a net positive for a lot of people,
I would have been dead if they didn't.
but we'll see.
Wild guide you well.
It could be just that they're letting us down easy
I
on
do
giving
not
it the
know.
archaeology treatment. That's entirely
Stay
possible.
focused this time.
Never interacted with wild pets
They
because they're almost
did
always
what
weaker
was
anyway.
right.
Do you miss the dungeons? People say that. Lots of people do. You're not alone with that. This is cool looking. It's also much more new play. Like pet collecting wild pets is way more new player friendly when you're just collecting them because you found them. Like someone could find a thing and click on it and go, "Wow, I've got something new." Whereas before, especially in an endgame zone, they would find something, click on it, it would be level 25. Their like rat snake that is level 1 dies immediately, and they go, "Well, that sucks," and they never look at it again. It's not a great experience for people that are just kind of discovering it on their own.
I stand with you.
Started pet collecting in Dragonflight. It was weird when all the current pets were 25 and I didn't have many. Yeah. It's a bit of an awkward thing to get into. And I'm sure Blizzard has data on how many people actually like did pet dungeons while they were current and then afterwards, and how many people are actually like engaging with these systems. And if they don't think that it's worth it, they know.
More than just
It's kind of up to them.
There is much more to this world than Herendar alone.
Sometimes things happen. There's some TCG and Collector's Edition pets.
You are strange to me.
I'm curious to see where it goes going forward, because I bet you they try something new.
Distractions have tainted
He's
this
a-
one's mind.
What is Azeroth?
The
Azeroth
paintings speak differently
is a
for
planet.
each of us.
Azeroth is a home. Azeroth is apparently like a titan or something? I don't know. They lost me with the details of it.
What was that melody?
Azeroth
I
is a
do
brand.
not know.
The goddess.
Go now.
Ah,
Watch the conclusion of the ceremony. It is now time to start your journey. Tabard of the Heronir. Whoa, that's a
Until we
sick
meet
tabard,
again.
actually. Hang on. Oh, interesting.
Do not return.
Am I wearing giant maple leaves? This Heronir set you get while you're
You
leveling
are
is kind of awesome.
strange to me.
But I want to stay here. No.
Go
Good talk. Okay. Guys, I think they might like plants. Having data is easy, but good data can be tricky to gather and understand. Yeah. It's a good thing it's just a video game and not like medical
That's the one
research.
I told you about.
The stakes are pretty low.
Lightly.
I never thought a Heronir would show up in the city. Arrange some basic gear for you. It's the least I can do. Gives me a tabard that is not geared at all. Represent. All right. And then he's here. So that was the Harenir starting experience. That's kind of neat. I like that. I love the starting gear that they get coming out of their starting area. This is sick. This looks awesome. I'd wear that. I want that in more colors. They get a racial mount? That's a good question. They must. Do you have one? You just want me to talk to Chromie. Do they have a racial mount? I'm Googling this. They didn't give me one. Harenir racial mount. We got nothing. Nothing that I've been able to Google anyway. Maybe they just haven't given them one yet. They might get one later in development. It is still beta. Yeah, it could be added later, but for the moment we don't have a mount. Because yeah, we did the unlock the mount in the quest to unlock the race. Yeah, maybe, but then you would think that they would just give it to them here. Flying around a tame skull, caught time lost predator drake. Nice. Alright, I'm going to take a short break, be right back, and when I get back, I think we're going to try playing a little bit on the druid, unless there's something else. Maybe we might get sucked into and sidetracked into housing, we'll see. But we'll get back on Grimmy over here. Have a look at it. So I will be right back. Okie dokie. Welcome back to me. Let's see. Harenir in the Mount Journal. I only had like 5 mounts. I can't imagine I would have missed it. There's 2, 4, 6, pardon me, 7 mounts. Hera, near nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okie dokie. Is it the servers that I am on, or is Remix really dead? It could be both, but I wouldn't be surprised if Remix has lower activity right now because it's the 2nd week of a phase, so a lot of people will be kind of finished with their goals. And it being the 3rd week in, plus beta being out, I think a lot of people are probably doing this instead. There's the music. I wanted just a little bit of game sound. That's the stuff. Okay, I made so much of a deal about like putting all the buttons in my bar. I want to actually do some of this new questing, I think. Then there's classic hardcore as well. Is there new hardcore going on right now? Flabby and I were joking that we should do hardcore even though nobody else is doing hardcore, just to start a new trend. Haven't touched Remix since I got beta. Nothing to buy in Remix, no achievements, done until next phase. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Plus, I feel like next phase will be a much better time to kind of go clean everything up. There's an ultra hardcore thing going on. Well, I want to know. Hang on. Ultra hardcore WoW. You can't see your health bar? Wait, what? September the 27th. This was ages ago. Oh, it's an add-on. Oh, okay, so it's like a creator-led thing. Zaryu went back to it with an add-on. And he's been making videos. That's cute. Okay, so the add-on gives you no health bar, no enemy health bar. As you take damage, your field of view shrinks. Instead of a breath bar, the screen appears redder as you run out of breath. No mini-map. 3 recommended difficulty levels. Light, recommended, and experimental. That's hilarious. Oh my god, I love the doggy. Oh, hang on, you can't see. I'm looking at the Wowhead article. The person who made the add-on has a picture of a doggy. And then Wowhead interviewed the add-on creator. That's so funny. I kind of want to do that, but we're playing beta right now. We're playing beta. All right. We're going locate the image of Lady Liadrin. That sounds like fun. I was just talking about how hardcore was just not, there just wasn't enough risk in it, you know.
Anaria Shala. Aldiel Shala.
Glad you came. Name your help version.
Even with reinforcements, we cannot hold back the devouring host
Right.
for long.
So these are
Make
quests that I did on
haste,
Alpha.
champion.
Not that I can't do them again on beta, but I can do this for a bit. I wonder if they want you to play through the intro to do housing, or if they give you Heritage of the Harrenir. Oh, I want the Heritage of the Harrenir, although it seems that I've kind of I should maybe, I could hearth back and try to do it, but we can also just do the quest first. Okay, I have my buff on.
We need to focus on launching a counterattack.
Yeah, this is
We
beta.
prayed for a miracle, and the Vanguard of Light answered the call. But the battle yet rages on.
I feel like we're so close to... Ooh, I'm gonna need a template character for raid testing next week. That's a next week problem. I feel like we're so close to
Our forces are scattered. The devouring host will
player
overwhelm
housing
us.
being an actual early access on live servers. I can't imagine how I'm gonna do anything but that.
Another of the light's chosen
Eventually I'll feel finished, or not
Do
finished,
let
but like,
any evil shake
there will one day, maybe when they come out with new stuff and then I have to like level and whatever, but like,
prepare an assault.
I don't know. Ever since they announced housing, I feel like my WoW life has been the player housing waiting room.
All is lost.
Healing self. I'm just gonna heal you. Yeah, that'll work. What does this one do again? Nearby targets 5 times in front of you. And it's kind of a cooldown, so we should probably do that. And this one will put rip on everything. Wow, I suck at this. This is not going all that well. So much furniture to collect. Yeah. Deep into classic again, but as soon as housing is out, that will consume me. Happy Saturday, Hazel. Happy Saturday, happy fried potato. What a cheerful name.
The light
Hope
will
you're having
fill
a
the
lovely
land of my
weekend.
ancestors.
We need to move the wounded.
I need to resist the urge to just use one button macro and forget about learning what my buttons do. Or not macro. I keep calling it one button macro. It's just what the one button button. I don't know what the shorthand is for it. I remember when it came out, I was like, this is great for other people, but I'm not going to use it. I don't use it on my main, but I'm using it on pretty much everybody else. Housing item prices should be reconsidered. Most stuff's super expensive. 100 gold for a pillow. I mean, there's been a lot of inflation. 100 gold is like you could buy 8 pillows for the price of an Undermine World Quest, you know. Things have changed. I think I think that they're probably not opposed to having some really viable gold sinks in. I don't like these new nameplates. I need to adjust them. Right now, what are my problems with them? The font is teeny tiny itsy bitsy. I can fix that. Does it even have... The font is teeny tiny itsy bitsy and so are my auras on it, like my dots. 100 gold would be a lot in Wrath. Nameplates. Size. Buff debuff scale. Alright, so I'm going to turn the size up a little bit to... I'm going to turn the buff debuff scale up. We're going to make the size, or the style, maybe modern? Maybe block. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Let's try that. See if I made it too big. A little better. My dots are definitely more visible. If anything, my dots are a little bit too big. Okay, so let's turn those down a little bit more. Down from 130 to 140 to 120. Do they have a font option? Or no, it's just in the style, isn't it? They don't let you do a specific font. I could make the whole bar bigger. I'm not a gnome druid. I am a Harrenir druid right now. Keep that. Also, my bar is hidden. It's still there, but I can't see it. I can't see it. My third action bar, the one that has stealth on it. I can use the buttons, I just have to remember where I put them. I remember doing this quest on Alpha, and this one confused me a lot. Like a very thin Emerald Dream Bear form. And this is the Wolverine, the cat form right now. It is... I mean, I'm sneaking. I'm also lost. That's a different issue. More sneaking. Only wish for housing decor is that we could buy more from the town vendors or something. It's hard for me to tell how many I want or need. Go all the way to water, the Shadowlands to get more all the time sounds rough. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. I wonder if I'm gonna just end up buying things in batches. I don't know, that sounds like a lot, especially if it's for gold. I don't know if I'm gonna want to buy stuff for batches. Okay, this one you get to it from like a bridge overhead or something. I just can't be bothered, so we're not gonna worry about it. We'll hope that we wind up there later. This is to... that's just attacking forces. Alonzo's Fowl should be this way. Is the character pretty? Yeah! Two-tone hair colors. They do have two-tone hair colors. On the female models, the two-tone hair colors break the hair texture for now, so I only have single tone applied to the character. The models are lovely. They look really nice. We spent a while earlier on stream customizing them. Gold, Garrison Resources, yeah. They're gonna make me farm Apexis crystals, aren't they? They're gonna make me farm Apexis crystals.
Over here.
Good day to you. Let's find the rest of the Vanguard. The High Exarch hates to be disappointed.
What do you use your alts for? Oh, I just park one at every house in Decor Vendor for when I need one more candle. Wonder the Shadowlands ones require anima. I wouldn't be surprised. There was something... was anima the main currency, or did they have another one? Did they used, imagine if they make you farm Grateful Offerings. Remember that? That was the real stinker. Yes, you want Apexis crystals. Hazel, you know WoW is about grinding materials. Alright, I do like this version of the gameplay a little better. So I can see my dots and my... I can see my dots. And my tentacles, my vines. That's nice. That works.
Peace, friend.
I'm gonna want to collect everything, and then I'm gonna be so stingy about what I want to actually put in my house. It's gonna be so annoying. You're gonna see me and I'm gonna be like 92% of furniture collected or some garbage, and then you're gonna see me in my actual house and you're gonna and it's gonna be just like nothing. It's just gonna be like a black box, like I just moved. Is that Leroy?
Let the light heal your wounds.
Like the NPC. This is Erator. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a player named Leroy though. It's beta, so you can get all kinds of names. It's there. It's gonna be me. Fighting a mob. Yeah, it could be an alt. We also have Tarek the Illuminator over here. Crusader Kern. There's all kinds of NPCs going on. Yeah, maybe they stuck him in here. I mean, he was a Garrison follower, wasn't he? Ow. I don't think I can from both. I don't respect into it. We did this. I didn't recruit Lefraxian.
Is here to protect.
Just him.
Void has no place in that.
He is this way, I bet. That's right. That's right. I'm excited to try out fishing in the War Within. I want to know what they did to it. There must be a post somewhere, but I didn't read it or anything. I didn't find it. I know that they said something to the effect of like we've disabled or like we're having issues with lag caused by our new fish pathing. And the phrase fish pathing in terms of WoW raises a lot of questions. Are you looking for some WoW collectibles? Right now I'm playing the Midnight Beta. I made a Harenir Druid, and I am playing through the intro experience. I might mess around with some housing stuff later. But this is just beta, so it's not for keeps. I'm not collecting anything and then I'm going to get to keep. Oh, IRL? No, absolutely not. I have enough WoW collectibles. There's a point at which your life is complete and you don't need anything else. Looking forward to seeing what NatPeggle is up to. Nice thing about collecting things in WoW digitally is that it doesn't add any extra clutter to your house. There's nothing to get dusty, nothing for you to break when you move. It's nice. Oh, well, Veracity must be across this bridge. If you want to add some more, I'm good. I have so much stuff. I have more plushies than I can fit on my shelf. The last thing I need is more stuff. Cancel about 1 week to make her own. Good thing you no longer have to worry about things breaking while moving. I mean, to be fair, my plushies weren't in a lot of danger. They're in more danger from my dog than from my move. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I'm never moving again. I'm gonna stay here forever. I'm digging my feet in. Dogs love soft things. My dog loves destroying. He doesn't do it anymore, actually. I think he grew out of it, but he loved destroying plushies when he was a little puppy baby. I can't believe he's growing up now. He's like 2 and change. He's between 2 and 3 years old now, my dog. My Mr. Moose. My Moosey Bear. How did time go so fast? My dog grooms her plushies. I can't let Moose keep his plushies because he will disembowel them, and then I don't know if he would anymore, but he used to consume the bits. If he just ripped them to pieces, that's fine. I can clean that up. I would donate a plushie to the Moose sacrifice every now and then. But the problem is that he ends up eating pieces of them, and then it's a whole thing. So I can't let him have stuff like that. He's too fast to swallow.
Let's clear a path for the survivors.
Oh man, Blues. Civilians rescued. Yeah, okay. Back downstairs, maybe? Heals targeted citizen for 2% of their maximum health. 2%? That's not very helpful. I feel like you can give them a glass of water and they'll get 2% healthier. Pup was an expert squeaker remover. Moose had a tendency to puncture stuff so that it didn't squeak anymore. He wouldn't remove the squeaker, he would just stab it with a tooth. He would gnaw it into oblivion. But he gets so excited with toys when he sees it's something for him. The only thing he loves more than a toy is a stick. Loves sticks. I'll be like pruning something in the garden and I'll have just like a plant stalk in my hand and he'll just come steal it from me. And it doesn't even have to be a good stick. So maybe I've spent too much time with my dog, the fact that I have a radar now for what does and does not constitute a good stick. He's just so cute. It's just so cute and fluffy and friendly. What did he do yesterday? He did something funny yesterday. Oh, I was sitting at a little table having a conversation with my partner, and there was a towel, like a scrap towel, hanging over the back of a chair that we keep by the door to towel off the dog. And we hadn't used it on him. Like he wasn't wet on this particular moment because it wasn't raining. And he had like kind of left, but he like wandered into the room and he kind of looked at both of us and he looked at the towel and then he just grabbed it off of the chair and just walked, like sauntered out of the room, dragging this towel behind him. It's like, I'll be needing that. And he just like, you know, took it with him. And it was just really funny because he did it with like the ultimate casual energy. He was very chill about it. Like this was a very normal thing to do. He likes stealing towels, but he usually does it after I've toweled him off. Like I'll towel him off after he gets inside, and then I'll let him take the dog towel to go like shake it for 5 minutes until he gets bored. I've never seen him just like decide later that he was gonna just like collect it. Border Collie, my parents still has her toys that she had as a pup. She's so delicate with them, it's really adorable. Aww. I have 2 dogs, husky named Coda, and a blue heeler Catahoula mix named Anna. Oh, they sound fun. Are they the best of friends? Those are very different dogs.
Glory to the
Sometimes people end up with like copies of the same dog. Like some people will have a type, and then some people will have just like chaos, and they just get like, they'll have 5 dogs and they're all completely different, and it's great. Cat form is amazing in this. I enjoy. I like this Wolverine form a lot. I think this is really cool. It's nice and compact. It's not doing too much. It's not too chunky. I like that it's a bit svelte. Where's the other one? This one. I guess I'm meant to be down here. Jumping off the things makes me nervous. Like I'm gonna have to run really far to get back up them, but what are you gonna do? I heard that they've got more housing stuff available on the vendors. I bet you once we get out to Silvermoon, they'll give us like a housing intro quest and we can mess around with that for a little bit. What dog do you have? My dog is a mix. He's a mutt. His breeds include, but are not limited to, German Shepherd, Malamute,
Glory to the
Husky.
Sindulai.
There's some bully breeds in there. There's some
holy light will
livestock
ease
guardian
your
breeds in there. There are some herding breeds in there. It's all. We did a DNA test. It was a big list. But he's 100% adorable. He's so cute. He's such a nice boy. His name is Moose. He's about
By the light,
75
suffer no more.
pounds.
The dark times will pass.
Big but not giant dog. I think my husky is broken. He's a sweetheart, very lovey, and he's very playful social. Likes to bite Coda when she gets excited, or if I gave Coda more attention than her. Remix things to collect other than the vendors. Got a mount for hitting 80, didn't expect that. There are some things in the achievements. And it's annoying because sometimes they're nested under earlier versions of the achievement. Like you might get
Not
something.
fall today.
There's like, for example, there's an armor set that you get for doing 100 world quests in heroic world tier. But there's earlier achievements for doing like less amount of world quests, I think, that would hide that one.
Allow
There
the
must be an
light
article
to
somewhere.
be your guide.
We had a St. Bernard when I was a little kid, and I'd love another one when I was a toddler. I used to ride him like he was my mount. I kind of want one day, and they show up in the shelters every now and then. You get these Pyrenees mixes. You get dogs that are kind of Great Pyrenees-ish, but they're shelter puppies and they need homes, and they're probably not pure Great Pyrenees because I'm an adopter kind of lady. So it's got to be like SPCA or Humane Society or something. But they every now and then you get just like a giant white fluffy dog. And I kind of want one day. You know, I don't have a landlord anymore, so like, who's gonna say no? Ask about the DNA, always fun to find out. Yeah, I like doing that. It felt like a very like, kind of like, millennial thing for me to do, to DNA test my dog. I haven't even DNA tested myself. I don't really care what I am. I'm probably human, but like I wanted to know more about like what was involved in him because he was such a mystery, such a unique looking dude. You don't want a 3-month-old husky German Shepherd mix. I mean, I love Moosey, and you could kind of sum him up as a Shepsky if you weren't being picky about it. I don't know if I would get another one.
Way is clear.
I want a different blend next time, you know, have some variety. Oh, Moosey's wonderful, but he is very stubborn. Like me, he gets it from me. You know, he's really smart, and he's good at weighing out his options at any given moment to choose the thing that Moose wants most. So you have to be very on top of the different things that motivate him if you want him to do or not do a given thing. Good afternoon, Ningish, Mrs. Hazel in the group. Good afternoon, or morning, or evening. Whatever time it is for you or you. St. Bernards are terrible guard dogs. Our house got robbed, and he was one of the things stolen. Oh, no. Oh, dear. I feel like Moose would actually guard the house reasonably well. He's a very sweet boy. He loves people, but they need to get the go-ahead from us before he's chill with people. Like, if a stranger comes to the door, his hackles are up until he sees that we're not worried about it and that we're letting them in. And then he's all sunshine and rainbows, but, like, he needs to know that we're on top of it. So I think that he's got that covered. So the next one can be just a teddy bear. Yeah, I'm playing new race as a feral druid currently, leveling up through some of the new quests. We checked out the forums at length earlier. It was pretty cool. I like the new forums a lot. I can't believe they stole your talk. I hope you got it back. I hope that wasn't the end of your St. Bernard story. I need to rescue a civilian, presumably with a grappling rope, which I guess I need to throw. There we go. That's what they want. He was gone, poor Sarge. Oh no. Oh, poor baby. Alright, I think we're giving up on that particular civilian. I think we're gonna try and rescue a different one. Unholy DK can get their hidden artifact appearance? The 4 hours I've spent in Proving Grounds is saying otherwise. Oh, that sucks. Think I can rescue that one? Need to get closer to them. I mean, oh, I can fly this thing. I thought it was on a vehicle track.
You got them all.
Well, thanks.
Thank the light.
It was flying itself for a while, which is I think why I got confused. Gosh.
You did it, champion. The civilians escaped the devouring host.
Yeah.
That victory means nothing if it costs us everything in return. We are a nation on the rise. May your heart be true.
I think we must be almost done this part.
Mount up, champion. We must get to the gate before the Vanguard attacks.
Mount up. Do I look like I put a mount on my bar yet? Let me see. Someone random favorite mount. There we go. Alright, I'll be there any second now. Just me and my camel need to get through here. After we get out of here, I want to go back and get the Herenir heritage figured out. I liked their questing gear, like their level 10 leveling gear pretty well. Thought that was nice.
Lorthamar could have handled the evacuation, Erator. You're needed with the Vanguard of the Light. Form a line. Hold this gate.
Do not lose faith. Light bless you.
There are specific Voidborn called with like cool metal names. The Wasting Blightclaw and Trunculon. Excited that tomorrow is the WoW 21st anniversary? Oh. I wonder what they'll do that's new. I'm expecting them to just kind of bring back anniversary grounds from last year. It'll be kind of fun to try out the mount off thing again. They usually do a new thing, like a new reward of some kind. Normally.
We don't always see eye to eye on things.
Better log in to get whatever bonus they give. Yeah.
I
forgot that was coming. 21, wow. You can drink in America now. Isn't that crazy? Like, you know, if someone was playing WoW when it came out and they had a baby that same year or that same day, it would be able, their child would be grown up and 21 and able to make alcohol-infused choices legally in America. 10th anniversary login bonus. Day of with the Corehound mount. Still love. Hope it's something that's cool. I remember that Corehound. It was during WAN. Did they make you do the raid at the time? I remember doing like they did like a time walking raid.
When I was overcome by wrath, I lashed out in my pain.
A while ago.
Is it the same for the void as
I suppose it was 15 years ago. Maybe it wasn't during WoD if it was 15 years ago.
The Vanguard
I
has
vaguely
faith
remember
in
being
the
in my
light.
garrison though. I don't
So
know.
do I.
You know my
Also
YouTube
felt
channel
it
is 12 years
fill me
old.
with wrath.
It's gonna be 13 next year.
I'm not sure what to think
Well, and
when it
Corgi Pet
does.
the Mount was the right. That Molten Corgi's really gotten some play. I've used that one a fair bit. What is this thing? They've just made a slime monster and given it wings. Alright. I'll allow it. Oh, and I meant to do that.
Today.
12 seconds left of that. And there's this great magic trick where I set my Corgi Pet on fire, swapping my regular Corgi for the Molten Corgi, and it always goes over well. Oh dear. Outside of the context of the game and knowing what those pets are and look like, that could be a really disturbing premise. I have this party trick I do where I set a dog on fire. It's like, whoa! It sounds bad, I agree. I feel like you'd get a better reception if you set a person on fire. I think people would be more on board with that than a dog. Favorite mount is the Alabaster Salt. I've been finding these things for a very long time. In my defense, it's up close in your face street magic. I think it helps that the Molten Corgi does not seem to mind being molten. It seems rather chipper about the whole business.
I haven't seen her for weeks. I just hope.
This guy over here.
The armies of the void are vast and varied. You are not prepared for what awaits you.
Oh, oops. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I have to have it proc if I want to cast a thingy without leaving the form.
The light will protect you.
You get a lot of combo points in Avatar. Arendar, my hunter, and I don't think I can start the questline for Heritage. Maybe we need to finish the campaign first, which we normally would have done to have them up in the first place. Yeah, it could be just a quirk of beta. You're right, they do want me to go to Herendar for that. I thought I was just going to be able to do it in Stormwind, but I think you're right. I was confused. I was hoping that maybe they would just have me go to it via, like, the Stormwind portal, like, back to, like, the place where we made the character. Because, do we know what the Heritage armor looks like? Is that something that Wowhead has on their article? I was going to talk to Rowena, but she's not in that spot. Okay. I do like being a druid. The thing that usually turns me off druids, aside from not like super clicking with either of their DPS specs, is mostly not a good, like, it's, you can use mounts on a druid, but you tend not to because it's less convenient. And I spent a lot of time in my life farming mounts. It would bum me out to, I think, main something that doesn't really use them much.
We cannot allow these ethereals to
I think that's
pillage our
one of the
sacred
things that's kind of working
artifacts.
against them for me. Feel for Druid and Beta, anything different? Probably. I don't really have a strong enough feel for what they're like on live to be able to compare. It feels good. It feels straightforward. It feels like it's working fine for me. I couldn't really tell you, though, what's different. The only class I really have meaningful experience with on live is probably Priest, Shadow and Holy, and then BM Hunter. That's the other one that I can play a little bit. Just delete your travel for. But the instant travel, yeah. They want me to go up, and there was like a teleport in there, but did it take me to the top? I guess I'll have to have a look at it again. Oh, yes it does. Yes it does. Okay. I just wasn't paying attention. These are nice. I don't know about you guys, but ever since I found out about housing, every time I'm in like a really cool looking spot, I'm always just like shopping on the shelves being like, I hope they let us have this thing and this thing and I want one of these and I want this thing. Do you think I could collect teapots in WoW? I would like that. I would love to have a room that's like a teapot and book collection. Surely they let me do that. They must. They just simply have to. Or maybe I should just start collecting teapots in real life. It's finally my moment. You can scale your props too, to a wide variety of teapot sizes. You could, yeah. I could probably be mounting up for more of this, but that's alright. I wonder if this is going to feel really busy to do when it first comes out. Because this will be one of the first things that we're doing. This is the intro to Midnight. I gotta remind myself of which plot I want, and I gotta make a secret note to myself of like what my like first through fifth options are, so that I have like a few different backups, just in case I don't get in super early to get the one that I want. I think for Horde I don't care. I could for Horde side I don't know what that's gonna look like, but for Alliance I know kind of sort of where I want my house to be. Did I loot that one? I did. I meant to. Should be something over here somewhere too. Maybe further down. Further down. I wonder if I'm gonna get lost in the weeds of like scaling things, and I'll fail to actually finish decorating anything, or I'll make things like look weird. I'll turn on clipping, but then I'll not be happy with how I've clipped stuff. I'll try to get them in neighboring plots. You'll never forget where the other one is. Try to get what in neighboring plots? Log in, kill Kaveza, on to Midnight. Did you do it? Did you get her? My wife was offended about my commentary over her food. Like food that she's just eating or food that she's making? Because I feel like I don't know if we're on the same page. She's dead. Nice. Congrats, dude. Please say what spot you want so it becomes more popular and harder to get. It's the only sensible option. I mean, I'm gonna have my house in my guild neighborhood. My guild is like a friends and family guild. I guess one of my guildies could snipe it from me. Yes, Hazel, what spot do you want? I really want to finish this intro, and I feel like we're close. But I also feel like I'm increasingly losing steam. I need to find the weapons to collect. Oh, there's a bunch over here. Okay. I promise not to tell anyone. Claw swirlies? Claw swirlies. I'm selling spots in the guild neighborhood for gold. How did you get him in the first place? I feel like I've got the grips on the basics of this rotation. I haven't been pressing Tiger's Lust, I should still do that. Or Tiger's Fury, I should still do that. I've been using Incarn. I'm kind of happy with this version of Feral. It feels like you've got stuff to do without it being overly busy. And there's more buttons that you could take if you changed up the talents. These are just the starter build talents. I thought I would stay in the Darkwood area, but it's actually too dark for me. I can barely see what I'm doing. Yeah. I thought it was so cute how there's like some sort of common areas in the different neighborhoods that are almost like public parks that like anybody can go visit. Love that. You could make a horde neighborhood and make people donate to the stream for plots. I actually don't think I could do that like within TOS. I feel like that would violate something. I don't know what exactly, but I feel like that would be a bit of a legal boo-boo. It would also be a weird twist for me. I need just one more weapon. It's in here. It's in this building. Hope the mountain areas are up in my guild when housing happens. I want to be a mountain hermit. TOS when you can have HOA rules. So you can in-capper whenever you want, but it will shift you into bear. Downstairs, you're going downstairs. Set up a reverse gentrification grift. Might have worked. I'm just really hoping that there are people out there that are going to take a plot in a public neighborhood, and they're going to have someone they've never met before as a neighbor, and they're going to live side by side for years. And one day someone's going to have the courage to say hi, and they'll become lifelong friends. Just because they were neighbors first. I'm really hoping that happens. I'm hoping that the public neighborhoods have sort of like an almost BlizzCon-y feel, because those are people that you're going to live next to, you know? But maybe not, because you can always pull your plot and relocate it to a different neighborhood. So maybe if people feel like they're in over their head socially, they just vanish without a trace. Played around a bit on beta yesterday, set up a house, easier than I thought it would be. Yeah, it seems pretty straightforward to get started in. It's one of those things that you can like begin, no problems, but then you could keep going for the rest of your life. There's so many things you could do eventually. Okay, that's nice. Thank you. Felt like putting on some bread today. Housing neighborhood's perfect for proximity voice chat. I see what you mean. I would personally hate it. Proximity voice chat in any game, and I don't play a lot of games that have had it, just jump scares me. That's it. It's the only function is for me to go, ah, and then like turn it off. Oh my god, someone's trying to talk to me. Ah! Nothing. Okay, I need to kill 2 more things. I'm also gonna take, I know we took a break already, but we'll just take a second here. Okie dokie, I'm back. Sorry about that. Tim, thank you very much for the 36-month resub. 3 years. 3 years. Holy smokes. Thanks so much, Tim. Goes back to 2022. Proximity chat is great if you love to listen to a song being played through a headset microphone from 2007. Ah, yes. Those are the finest types of headsets. Stella Broad, thank you for the 39-month resub. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a lovely weekend. Oh, man. Used to GTA RP style voice chat. Never considered that. Wasn't thinking about Xbox Live Lobby. Wait until we're actually in the Xbox Live Lobby. Also, hello. Hi, Day. How you doing? Happy Saturday. Hope things are going well with you. I'm on beta today. We're celebrating Kaiveza's death by trying out a little bit of midnight stuff. We made a Heronir on beta. We played with all the options. We checked out a bunch of animations. I'll show you what we got in a sec here. I'm pretending to be a feral druid. It's not going great. Here, let's use bark skin. And maybe survival instincts. And maybe a couple of cooldowns, that might help too. This day is good. Got in from a lunch date with a friend. How's it feel? It's pretty good. Here, I'll take off her helmet just so you can see her hair for now. Hang on. We're bleeding. Bleeding. Guess who I murdered last night? Do you get her down? Nice. Feel good? Feel good? Yeah, there she is. This is my this is what I made on beta. Things I don't typically type for 500 ounce. She's dancing. She's dancing. She's dancing. She's swimming. She's swimming up. Make sure to put her helmet back on. Forms are super awesome. There's your Wolverine. It's very dark around here. Maybe I'm going to turn my game up on this one too. Here is her pangolin. Her bear form. I like their bear form a lot, actually. I didn't think I would. Normally I like bears because they're bears. And bears are just really cool animals, but these little weasel-looking things are nice.
The void has come for Azeroth. Do not let this evil
I think we're nearly at the end of this.
vanguard the light. With me, push these invaders back to the void that spawned them. For the light.
Do you think Lothraxion has, like, regular clothes for when he's not trying to draw attention to himself? You know, if he doesn't want to be all in neon gold everywhere for just, like, when he's, like, going to, I don't know, renew his car insurance or something? That bear form is fabulous. They give me extra action buttons. I can never be bothered.
Keep going. Do not succumb to the dark.
Alright, alright. So they slow you down and then you have to wait here. Love your YouTube content, been watching for years, don't know why I wasn't followed. Oh, welcome to the stream. Thank you, Orina. It's very kind to you.
Hurry, champion. We need your help against that behemoth.
Do you think we're reaching the point where we've been around for long enough that our main draw is as a legacy act? It's just nostalgic content more than anything. Hey look, we're doing it. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hope you're having a lovely day.
Vanguard, redouble your effort.
Yeah.
I am the blade of the light.
See, it's got a lot of arms.
Remain vigilant. Terralion, we must regroup at the Sunwell before
Who is
it's
a
too
legacy
late.
act? I mean, in music, it mostly refers to somebody that no longer like makes new albums and just kind of tours with their greatest hits. After about 4.5 hours, the NPC spawned for the DK weapon. Oh, nice! Congrats! I mean, that's a heck of a wait, but
Champion, mount up. Retreat to the Sunwell.
so far I like Valeera more than Bran, but I'm not sure if it's just because she's cooler. I mean, I have a lot of built-up resentment about Bran, I think. I liked his energy, but after listening to him yap at me for an entire expansion, I'm kind of done with him. And I bet you by the end of Midnight, and a whole expansion of listening to Valeera yap at me, I'm going to be done with her too. I'd buy a ticket to see someone like Bryan Adams or Billy Idol or whatever. Yeah, I think it'd be a great show. I still make news videos. I don't. I started again, but then I stopped when I got sick, and I never picked it back up again.
You are the last of the Vanguard to make it.
So ready to say goodbye to Bran. Big fan of the Hazel meta. See how many hands, feet you can play through that old stuff.
Pleasantries
Hands
can
and feet. What's
Fight
that
well.
about?
Aldiel Shalom.
Somebody play WoW with their feet?
Sharel Aram.
Wish they'd give us an option to leave him out of the party. I did defeat Kaivesa. I did. It was like 200 pulls later, but it happened. Ultra hardcore junk. I mean, I don't want to dunk on it because I kind of really like hardcore. I'm kind of curious about the ultra hardcore. just because it sounds like fun, but don't mind me. What do they want me to do? Empowered by Sun's Ember. I don't know. Is that the Sunwell? I guess so. Yeah, it is. It's labeled. This is a midnight beta. Blair goes into stealth. Hopefully she pulls less trash. Let's see. I'm kind of sick of Bran's monkey jumping around. I found that very distracting during Cabeza. Didn't even look at the zone. I don't expect anyone to be able to read that. It's a tiny font for me, and I have it on a big screen with no like loss or anything. Void mobs are cool. Some of them are cooler than others. Some of them are like really impressive, and then one of them was just like a slime mob with some fairy wings on it, and I thought that was a little silly. So I have a Stanley Cup, and I cannot open it. You're good at hockey? You won? I didn't know you were into sports. Brandon's monkey hopped around way too much. Congratulations. Bring some of that energy to the Canucks. I know, I'm just making a stupid joke. Dad's work gave it to him and I stole it. Is your dad a hockey player? No, I know. I have, mine isn't Stanley, but it's like the same kind of idea. Odd that you can't open it though. I do love me a big insulated cup. I mean, honestly, just a big cup. I don't even need it to be insulated. It's not like I want it to be cold. I'm not doing well at this. I think we need maybe a little buff. Maybe press a little cooldown. Make sure we have some dots up. Tighten too tight. You need leverage. We used to have this device that we kept under the kitchen sink when I was growing up. And it was like a rubber strap on a long, sturdy plastic handle. And the strap was a loop that could be tightened. And what you would do is you would fit it around the pickle jar, whatever it was. And then you could use that handle for leverage to pry the lid off. And I thought that was a great idea. You know? Jar democracy. The spear thing. Light Spire's Spear. Does damage, reduces their health, reduces the damage they do. It's something I should probably be using on these mobs. I just hate it when they do that, so I tend to boycott those buttons out of spite. I don't know about you. I don't want extra stuff. I just want to use my character. I don't want to, oh wow, look, I used lights. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just mean, I guess. I hate stuff like that. They make me read. How else are you guys getting your microplastics in then? I used to, before I had my metal water bottle and then later this metal cup, I had like a plastic one that I drunk out of for years. I mean, I think it was BPA free. I don't know. Cup would get cold, run the lid under warm water. Don't recommend it unless you accept all briefings. Twitch account turned 14 2 weeks ago. Are you liking beta? It's fun enough. It's fine. I'm kind of hoping that I'm finished this zone soon. Here, maybe I should use this stupid thing. Maybe I should have used it when I pulled the thing, actually. That might have made more sense. Yeah, I'm kind of ready to be done with the starting experience. Although, what am I planning to do? Just go do hosting again? My problem with testing beta is that I have no imagination. I'm just kind of content to like play all this stuff when it comes out. So aside from playing around with like the customizations and the new animations and forms and stuff, the rest of it I kind of like... I'm kind of ambivalent on. Yeah, show housing. I think if I finish this, then this character will be able to go set that up. And I feel like I'm close to the end of this. I have done this before, because I did this when it was in, alpha. Oh, I finally got this thing. Reduces damage taken. Yeah. That's helpful. Had to call back up my dad to open it. Also inundated with microplastics. Realistically doesn't matter. Yeah. It still doesn't make me feel better. Sometimes I remember being a kid and microwaving leftovers in their saran wrap that was a thing. Like the plastic wrap, you would microwave them in it, and then you would just kind of like pick semi-molten plastic wrap off of your food, and that was totally normal. That was just how it was done. It had a specific smell. I don't know. Things that will seem shocking in another 5 years if they're not already. Hazel, I officially dislike the priest class mount because it is weird. Did I influence you? I remember I was bullying it on stream recently. See why you were anti-microwave. It just makes food like soggy and sad. You know, there are some instances in which having a microwave would be convenient, but it's not enough to justify keeping the darn thing. They're big and clunky and they use a lot of power, and I don't know. I'm fine without it. Y'all leave my derpy owl priest man alone. Been in the Stardew Palette area recently. Nice. I've been replaying Stardew. I've been really into it. This past couple of days I haven't been feeling very good, so outside of stream and bare essentials for living, I've just been playing a lot of Stardew. To the point that I kind of, my hands are kind of sore. I've been going too hard. Microwave specifically to make microwave popcorn for one person once a month, and it goes back in the box. Oh man, stovetop popcorn was my favorite discovery. It's really easy. It doesn't really need special equipment at all. I just make it in like a pot with a lid. Plus the comfy games when you need a place like that. Imperatus, he was over here. I need to heal myself, actually. Recuperate. Playing Stardew solo. Can I question who you're romancing? I married Harvey again. Harvey's my comfort pick. It's funny, my husband will like walk by the screen and he'd be like, who's that guy in your house? And I'll be like, we're just friends. You don't have anything to worry about. I just bring him coffee, it's fine. Thinking about playing that with a partner in the same way. It's a tax thing, exactly. Here we go. Let's put some cooldowns, and let's actually use a spear. Yeah, we're doing some damage. Isn't Harvey a little boring? That's the best kind of husband. Harvey's perfect. He is sweet, and he is kind, and he has a stable job, and he's an adult, and he does not live with his parents. He does not complain about his bedtime. He just wants to listen to his little ham radio. He wants to watch air traffic. He wants to play with his little model trains and go to the medical clinic and help people. What's not to like? He does his aerobics class. You know? He's perfect. But we're just friends. Nerd alert. Big surprise, I like nerds. Wow. Never could have guessed that. Yeah, stability. Exciting is great in like a movie character. You don't want exciting. Well, maybe someone does. I don't want exciting in real life. I'm not exciting in real life. I am extremely boring. My idea of exciting is, ooh, wow, a cool bird. That's how I like it.
We have made many sacrifices.
Alright, we're off.
The vanguard of the light will need quarters.
Really wanting to play Animal
I
Crossing.
will consider it.
I've been kind of feeling that a little bit too, I think. Oh, just for one villager? Birds are kind of awesome. They are! There was a big heron that flew right overhead, and it was like going, ah, ah, ah. It was making a crazy sound, which I'd never heard a heron do. It was mad about something. You've upgraded. Now exciting is, oh wow, a bear! Yeah. She saw me. I think I should maybe go inside now. That was, to be fair, exciting. Heart rate straight up. Never been more happy when I was looking forward to a nap. If I want adventure, that's what I read books for. You know, that's what fantasy novels and games are for. I think that, like, I love fantasy so much because I'm boring. Loads of grebes here, which are basically herons, I think.
You are not needed.
I love water birds.
That isn't
Like,
your
the
decision
birds
to
that,
make.
like, live on the edge of water. I mean, geese and ducks are cool, too. But, like, your sandpipers and your herons and your wading birds, I love those. They're so cool. No sound more terrifying than a territorial heron. Our Cam caught a bobcat walking by the other day.
Baladash, Malinore.
Cool. Well, hang on. I'm a. Okay, good. I'm thinking I'm a feral druid. I need an agi step. Feel the water birds really like cranes and flamingos. I have never read Dungeon Crawler, Carl.
The
No.
might of the Sunwell be with you.
Fell in love with oyster catchers in Scotland, which I'd never seen before. Shorebirds with like the red beak, right? We have
What I
something
do,
like that here.
I do for Quel'Thalas.
Caught a coyote on the trail cam about a year ago. Nice. Yeah.
I'll be
Skip
El
conversation. I
Shaddai.
expect you'll sort things out. You guys got this. You don't need me. Don't those birds like screech? I mean, who doesn't?
Rebuilding continues. Silvermoon will know prosperity again. We find. I'll speak to
All
the
right,
Vanguard
we're
while you
in
get
the
the other
city.
matters settled.
We're free of the intro. Give house. I did this on alpha. I screeched a lot during Kaveza. Does that mean I'm a bird? Highly recommend Legends and Lattes. Find a lot of common snipes this summer. They sound so funny when they fly. Great gray heron nests in our neighborhood for a day or two every year during migration. Wow. The birds that live right by my house are ravens. There's a family of ravens.
Glory to the Sindori.
And they're really cool.
Enjoy your flight.
Yeah, I'm a Heronir druid right
That
now.
surge from the Sunwell set off the Dragonhawks. They know when there's danger. I've never
Thought
seen
it
them
is
this
pretty.
unnerved. If the animals are this affected, what about the rest of Eversong?
A lot of bald eagles. Some places I see them more than others. But yes, we do have a decent amount of them. I don't really see them by my house much, but
What needs bring you?
you go for a hike in the right place. I used to see them all the time while I was fishing, because any place that you're fishing, an eagle might be fishing. So, you know, they like to set up camp at like beaches and lakes and stuff. This is the inn.
All guests are welcome here. Sun with all
We'll
that has
need
happened,
lodging,
that
except that
utterly
I
mad
am about to
vortex of
be
shadow
a
in the
digital
sky.
homeowner, so I
Guests
won't
are
be
leaving
back.
in droves. If
See
I
ya.
weren't overseeing this place, I'm not so certain I'd still be here myself.
They have not fixed that hair near female hair thing, but you can work around it by turning off any, oh, what do they call it? Like the second hair shader, the hair accent color. I forget what they call it, but you can turn that off, and then your hair works fine. You just need to go for just the one color with no highlights. You wanna go fishing? You mean eagle feeding? I've never had a creature rob me of a fish. I've had some of them think about it. And then certainly if you're cleaning a fish and you're chucking your fish entrails back into like the body of water, I've definitely made some mink very happy. I've made some seagulls very happy. The highlights, yeah, that's what they're called. But I've never had any of them actually like mug me for fish, which I've know from watching YouTube shorts can happen. There's a really scary video of somebody getting absolutely shaken down by a heron for a fish. Make her so much larger than I would have thought. Are you an It fan? Watch the new series? I recently watched not the old movies, but like the ones, the two modern movies. I watched those recently. I thought they were fine. I haven't seen the new series. No. You think they go? Nah, she needs it more than me.
Are you certain of that?
Seen an eagle pick up a baby deer. Oh my god. I get really excited whenever I watch an eagle fishing and it actually catches something. Because most of the time you'll just see them make a dive and then they come up with nothing and you're like, wow, that sucks. But every once in a really blue moon you'll see them actually like grab something. And that's very cool. New episodes every Sunday? Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna... I'm not itching for it. Keep thinking it's the IT crowd, not the Stephen King horror. Seen him grab ducks. I've seen a mink try to grab a duck from underneath and make it like fly away in great and understandable terror. It was cool because you saw a pack of mink and then you can't see them anymore, but then you see the ducks land right where you thought the mink were and you were like, uh-oh. And then all of a sudden they go for it. They didn't get one at that time, but that's when you shout, get good. Itching. Doing a Disney movie marathon right now with my bestie. We watched 90 movies in a whole year. We are not done. Holy smokes. That's a lot of them. Bet you that would let you get really good use out of like a Disney Plus. Eagles get bullied by the local crows.
They say that army protects us, but I heard
the local crows will chase off anything. I saw crows chasing off like a big hawk-looking thing. I didn't see what exactly what it was, but it was definitely a raptor. It wasn't an eagle. I think it was some kind of a hawk. And it was getting chased off by like 3 very angry crows. They do not put up with that nonsense in their neighborhood. What was your favorite one so far? Oh, I see. Asking Ines about your guys' favorite Disney movies.
Strength. May the eternal sun. The gates
Okay, we
behind
finished
me
the
are
little
restricted
intro.
to members of the Horde.
I'm kind of expecting, before there was a breadcrumb quest. Maybe if I go back to Stormwind.
There will be consequences.
You're all gonna figure it out. Crows really hate raptors. Seagulls don't love them either. I've seen seagulls really go to war. A lot of crows, ravens, BC? Yeah. I'm sure it depends on where exactly you are, but everywhere that I've lived has them. The crows for sure, everywhere. Ravens, you'll find more of them in slightly more wild areas or areas with they love really big trees. They love tall towers. They don't super love an urban landscape. I used to see ravens occasionally in Victoria, but you would usually, if you went like fishing somewhere like really wild, you would get more of them. And then here, well, there's a whole family of them right outside. They're always up to something. I think they're so cool. I love ravens.
Use this arcane projector.
Big as cats, yeah. Big birds. They look so stunning, just winging their way out of like a bank of mist. It's so cool. It's very Edgar Allan Poe. I don't want to do any more of this. Can I leave? This will take. Oh no, that'll take me back to here. There must be there's a Stormwind portal somewhere. These are portals on the map. There it is. Let's go to the portal room. I'd like a raven. You can teach them to speak. What if it's just the raven teaching you to listen? In here. Nope, this is the bank. I never said any of that. The raven that didn't want to be quaffed. You can't publish that. That's bird slander. You know what I saw? I was turning my compost piles and I saw they have worms. Happy. I have worms inside in my worm hotel, and I've had for years, but I was very excited to turn the piles that I have outside and to find that the worms are really getting into that too. It's like getting volunteer labor. It's great. I don't collect them for fishing. I don't have the gumption to do that anymore. I did for a little bit when I was trout fishing a couple years back, and it made me feel so bad that I decided I just wasn't gonna. How do you know? Are you an expert in bird law? I'm really struggling to find my way into the portal room. I'm just gonna do laps around it for a while. They're up a level. I can see the marker on my map. They're above the floor, but they're below this level. Here we go. Because I ran into the other side of this building, it was just a bank. They're above this, so going downstairs is definitely not the move. But then we go upstairs. I'm sure they're in a building somewhere, but it's going to take me a while to get the hang of walking into the right bit of it. No, we need to go farther up. Okay. But then when you go like up to here, this isn't it either. This is the bazaar. It's probably one of those things, like, remember when I couldn't get into Voidraiser Sanctuary? And it wasn't hard, I just was barking up the wrong tree. Aha! Literally, barking up the wrong tree. Okay, we found it. Am I gonna remember it? It's on the butt side of this room. If this section of building was a creature and it has like a little nose and a little head, then you have to go in the coffee grounds, crushed eggshells. Yep. Although depending on which pile it is, I have like a system to make sure anything that smells like food is broken down for a few weeks before I put it into like a direct outside pile, because we have bears. And it is not a good idea to do anything that's going to have them going through it. So I have like closed containers and also the indoor worms for anything that's like actually smelly. Or sometimes you can freeze something first to kind of help it break down faster. But yeah, I'm composting everything that can. I need all the compost I can get. I've made it back to Stormwind. Someone give me a house. Bears like coffee. Apparently they like everything. You know, if you Google does blank attract bears, someone will say yes, you need to secure that in bear country. You can put almost anything you want in that blank and it will supposedly attract bears. Now practically, you know, in a neighborhood with a menu of different people's trash to root through, it's not that you're not going to put any of that stuff out, you just don't want to put the really yummy stuff out. Or you want to make sure you're covering it in stuff that's going to suppress the smell to some extent, but they have very sensitive noses. They can smell really far. Can you find out if dog poop is an issue? Theoretically, yes. Practically, I have a closed bin for it. So I have it somewhat secured. I guess I'll find out if it's ever a bigger problem, but they haven't. It's proven good enough for now anyway. But yeah, it's something you should technically keep secured. What about really stinky cheese? Yeah, so far so good. Can't imagine bears find bear claws yummy. I mean, maybe we can just do it like this. Visit. Okay. Visit will reserve a plot. Wow, so these are, I guess, the unpopular plots. People don't like these ones for some reason. I feel like this is where I want to live, actually. I feel like this was kind of my zone. It was over by this thing. Let me visit plot 19. What do you mean I'm in shapeshift form? I can't visit a house in shapeshift form? There we go. Not in your yard? Yeah. I think the thing that is likely to get you in trouble with them, based on what I've seen them actually into around here, is birdseed or a fruit tree that you're not keeping up with. If you have apples in an apple tree, congratulations, you have a bear tree. They love apples. And they're a big fan of birdseed. So, I'm not feeding any birds, unfortunately. Alright, well, I made it to the neighborhood. I didn't find the intro quest, but whatever. Was this the plot I wanted? I remembered that I wanted one that was kind of close to this. But these are all people's houses. But I remember I really liked this with the seagulls and the beach. I liked these ones up here. But the only ones available on this particular thing... Oh, this one's available, actually. Hang on. Let me go see if I like it. Right here? Yeah. Alright. Little beach house. This is just for beta anyway.
The community's efforts have
Hi, Foster.
attracted new visitors.
Thank you for stopping
You
by.
can
Hope you're having a
find
good day.
them in
Hello.
the town center.
Compost loves coffee though. Breaks down real good. That's a prime lot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, it's got a little beach grass. Plus, I feel like I can later on, especially when we really get into exteriors. I can, if I want to put gardens in, I don't think the sand and the sea air is going to be an actual problem in game, you know. Did they let us do the exterior now? Oh, yeah. Could have some grass. Nice. Happy with that. We have grass, tree. There must be a vendor. There's vendors here. Bulletin board upgrades, town center, that kind of thing. Let's go check that out. Can you change the orientation? I think that the exterior house editing, I'm not sure if that's in yet. I'll use it for some class testing and wait for December 2nd for housing. For me, I definitely want to, I mean, these ones are lovely lots too, though. I like the kind of farmlandy feel of these guys, with like the vineyards around. These are nice too. I love the beach view though. I would at least, if you have beta, and I mean, obviously live your own life. For me, I definitely want to like spend some time wandering around the neighborhood to get a feel for what plot I want. Because when it comes out on live, you're not going to be able to do anything until you've selected a plot, and that's a pretty big decision. So at least kind of having like a good feel for what the different areas are like, and what sort of plots might appeal to you, I feel like is not a bad idea to do in advance. If you can. Because you don't have to commit to anything, and you don't have to like play a ton of it, but just kind of get a feel for the different areas. Lions Beach a bit too gray. Changed my plot a few times now. Not that picky. That said, I think that's a healthy,
Make your voice heard.
mindset. Looks like there's some vendors in town worth checking out what they have. Yeah, I'd love to obtain some stuff. Your neighborhood roster. This is a public beta neighborhood. Whatever plot I end up with will be mine. Maybe tomorrow we'll just play with this all day on stream. Maybe this is what we're doing tomorrow. Okay. Vendors. Because I want gardens. Curious to see what my guild does with it.
I supply only the finest goods.
I have 100k. We can buy everything, huh? Oh, it's funny, the thing is layered immediately. It looks like it says something about when you buy it, it's immediately added. Decor will be immediately added on purchase to your house chest, and it'll tell you how many you own. Obviously this seems a little bit bugged right now, the mouse over tooltip. I'm sure they know about that. $10 gold per cobblestone. Let's get a bunch of cobblestones. I'm getting a lot of grass too. Oh, there's flowers. Oh, I want boxwoods and roses. The boulders I could kind of take or leave. Okay. That was just one vendor. There's more of them. Hi, Sito. How you doing? Happy Saturday.
May I be of
So
service?
he's gonna have crates and stuff. Buy at least one of everything. Love a fountain. Oh, a bean seller's stand. I thought it was a bone seller's stand. Wagons, tents, trellises. Yeah, gonna need a bunch of those. Did I need a well? Gonna need a gazebo.
Enjoy your purchases.
And then what do you have? Hope they finish the Blood Elf exteriors before midnight.
Browse my
Yeah, that would
wares.
be nice. He's got a painting. He's got some textile stuff, curtains and couches. Wooden bathtub. Couple windows. Oh, you know, an open coffin, no big deal. Secretive bookcase wall, that's kind of fun. Yeah, I think this is going to be a very effective gold sink.
There is no hurry.
As long as my Worgen can have a beware of dogs sign in his front yard.
If you want to procure more exotic furnishings,
Oh, they have elven
you
stuff.
should speak with the last architect. They have connections
Oh, I like the
far
floral
and
windows.
wide.
Oh, there's elven trellises. Oh dear.
Transaction
have-
complete.
Belameth stuff. Give me a couple elven bookcases, and chandeliers and stuff. Oh, 5 pages. You could easily spend a lot of gold on this stuff. Yeah, bye-bye gold. I feel like on live I'm gonna maybe want one of everything, but after that be a little bit more discerning about what I want copies of, you know.
I hope you find your purchase to be
Come back and
satisfying.
like look for it. Can I use this device to make dyes? Where else can I obtain dyes? Auction houses. Alchemists and scribes make dyes, gotcha. I'm out farming Draenor reps for housing items.
Always begin with intention.
Where else can I find decor?
also have
Decor is
some-
everywhere.
Well,
It's always
some
been here. You just didn't have a
smugglers
place to
who are
store it
selling
until now, I
items from
imagine.
the Horde. I promise to look the
Fantastic
other
pieces
way
can be
if you
sourced from
visit them.
across your adventures, past, present, and future. In addition, if you are a friend or skilled in a profession, there are likely pieces waiting to be made. I would suggest checking with groups you have aided in the past. If you are highly regarded in their eyes, they may have pieces with which they are willing to part. Well, he's fun. Solve the riddle and find the treasure. Are you ready for today's challenge? I've hidden a piece from my collection here in the neighborhood. To find it, you must merely solve this simple riddle. Clouds bow to the stone. Heights where griffins dare not fly. Above all, it waits. And it is a interior door.
Art is never truly finished.
Wonder if the token price reacts to housing. That would be fascinating. It might. But on the flip side, anyone wanting to spend gold to buy Blizzard Balance, to buy Hearthsteel, to buy Cash Shop stuff is going to push it in the other direction, so it might balance out. All right, pale clouds. So up, basically. Where is the highest elevation? Here.
There are a number of vendors in the town center who sell decor for your home. You should stop by.
Where
and
griffins dare
introduce
not
yourself.
fly. Clouds bow to the stone. Up here. Heights. Above all, it waits. Is it at the very tippy top? This is the highest point of the tallest tower. How are the cats doing today? Hello. I have one cat. She's okay. She's under my desk right now. Oh, it's true. I didn't. I found it. I mean, it wasn't much of a riddle, but I guess, pleased that I solved it. Well done. Thank you so much. Wow. Usually people don't have that much gold. Maybe. They give you more raw gold than they used to, especially with like weeklies in the War Within. Let's go visit some smugglers. At least each of these sets of clues is a haiku. Well, that's fun. Make a note on where you read the quests. Some idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. Just, you know, 10 or 15 minutes of voice work. Curious to see the rep items. Oh, I hope Homebound gets updated and stays up to date and becomes like the authority on where to find that kind of thing.
Feel free to browse.
Oh, they're smuggling horde-style decor. Why aren't you selling in town? We're polite. Something smells fishy. Of course, my friend, we are by the sea. Everything smells fishy here. Okay. Alright, they've got horde-style stuff. Oh. Get some of the Negrand stuff.
Farewell.
Everybody knows they've got the best boulders out there. Anything in here? No? I think I can spend all day tomorrow just playing around with this stuff. Let alone looking into other stuff that we can try. So you can, I think, just teleport to your... Yeah, you can teleport home. This character lives at number 40, Sleepy Blessing Landing. Sleepy Blessing. And that's me. Edit house. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing the sounds. You can rotate it, yes. Move, rotate. You cannot scale it up. You cannot make it bigger or smaller just like this. Presumably some of the upgrades will do that. But if you wanted to face a given way, I'm probably going to have the doorway face the path. Maybe I want the doorway to face the beach. Leave it like that for now. Oh, oops, I dropped it. I dropped my house. Kind of want it to be at the back of the plot. Yeah. All front yard, no backyard. Edit house exterior. Ah, here we go. I should save most of this for tomorrow. I don't think I'll commit to anything. Stucco, stonework. Oh, pretty, cute, love. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's gonna crash. Application encountered an unexpected error. No, you're fine. No. Well, that's one way to end a stream. I think my beta go bye-bye. House is gonna be in a van down by the river. I think it's dead, Jim. It's really dead. Fatal error. There we go. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I had a lovely time looking through Hair forms and animations and everything. I appreciate the company. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I'm going to do another beta stream is my plan. Sunday morning, playing with housing. That's what I got. If we get bored of that, we can do something on retail, but I think that'll keep me busy for a while. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.